It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh. Joke, no joke, no joke. Oh. You know what it is. Keep on hating. Woo! Keep on hating. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Let's go. Come on in. Hit that like button. Let them know. No, I don't have beef with nobody. Everything ain't beef. Okay. Michelle Frizzy's in the building. What up, Michelle Frizzy? How you doing? Talisa Renee first in the building, membership gang. Shout out to all my members in the building. I appreciate y'all more than ever. All right. CC Crippin. What's going on, CC Crippin? All right. Michelle Frizzy. PJ in the building. Perry Jones in the building. I ain't giving no shout outs yesterday, so it feels good to give y'all some shout outs. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. I know I'm supposed to be in here at 7 o'clock, but it's the end of that week, man. My body is like, lay down. Take a nap, little brother. You need it. Sit down. All right. Aries 80s baby in here. Tasha Rain in here. A9 Lee in the building. Chance in the building. Miss Spaz in the building. Sticky Finger in the building. Watch your pockets. Do not walk past Sticky Finger in the chat. You might get pickpocketed. Ursula in the building. Bruno 67. You already know. Into Ab, what up? I see you. Jay Sinatra in the building. Kyra Knowles is here. Choke no joke, y'all already know. Tonight, we got to get into the Diddy case for a hot second. The dude, Brendan, he went and testified that they was calling a mule, but you can't be a mule if you only brought Diddy drugs 5 times, man. That ain't no goddamn mule. That's a donkey. But after that, I'm getting right back into the Fat Joe lawsuit. And if y'all thought the Fat Joe lawsuit was crazy yesterday, oh my God. If y'all thought the Fat Joe lawsuit was crazy yesterday, woo! And you missed it, now's the time for you to hit your friends and be like, yo, this nigga Choke is back live. Yo, he about to get back into the Fat Joe joint. You don't want to miss this. Now's where you share this video with your favorite YouTube watch person. And now's where you want to be. If you the one that be putting niggas up on stuff, now's the time for you to be hitting the people you be putting up like, yo, the nigga Choke is on. Because you know, a lot of people be scared to report on certain stuff. Not saying I'm the fearless person, but good, bad, or indifferent, I'm going to say what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people like, yo, Choke, be careful, man. Reporting on Fat Joe. This is public record. This is public news. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing personal against Fat Joe. I ain't got nothing personal against Diddy, but I read his goddamn trial, right? Or his lawsuit. I ain't got nothing against Tyler Perry. I read their lawsuits too. It don't matter who it is. Y'all know this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So if you feeling the way about it, you know what I mean? But I'm always going to be careful, keep my head on the swivel. But This ain't nothing personal. I think by now it is clear that most people know that's just what Choke do. All right. Choke been documenting hip hop since the 90s, the mid 90s, like 95, running around documented since goddamn VHS cameras. Okay. So it's nothing different. It's just a different way I repackage my stuff with the times. I used to have VHS tapes, right? I showed y'all. I've been putting it out since VHS. Do I have a VHS around somewhere? I do, right? And then I turn to DVDs, right? And then I repackage it and I put out the information on DVDs, right? And then after DVDs, it was MP3s and MPEGs. And now we in the digital era. And then, you know, it was TV shows at one point that I was doing interviews and putting out the information, right? Then I brought y'all, when YouTube started 20 years ago, 2005, I brought you the last days of the rock, right? When Rockefeller was breaking up in 2005, I was doing it then, right? And then YouTube started. Who had the first web series on YouTube? Me, with the last days of the rock, right? Ask Vlad. He used to, I used to send him links, but he used to download my stuff and upload my stuff on his own YouTube channel and never gave me $1. But he run around and talk about how he, you know, looked out for the culture and people got paid and this, that, and the other. But he wasn't paying niggas back then. But that was stealing. That back then, you uploaded my content on your YouTube channel. We know now that nigga made buku bucks off of me and never returned the financial gain. But that's a whole nother story. But he can't never front on me and say I didn't contribute to his success. I did more for y'all than Vlad did in his beginning. Than any of you niggas that went and sat in the chair. And I ain't never sat in the chair and incriminated nobody. So, to each his own. And for all y'all stupid niggas talking about, yo, Choke is jealous because he don't get on Vlad. Ever Googled or searched Vlad and put Choke no joke? I did Vlad way before any of y'all. I interview people Vlad still haven't interviewed. So, and I interview almost all, damn near all his hip hop guests before he did, whether it was in the tunnel or whether it was on Rap City or whether it was on BT Now, wherever. It don't matter. Jealous, never that. Okay? He'll tell you, Choke been around. Choke been doing this before me. Choke been doing this since VHS, before he was even a fake DJ. Okay? So never am I jealous. So if you think that, all right? Anyway, I'm alive. Y'all know what it is. Choke no joke. The Tunnel documentary is out right now. Make sure y'all get that. Amazon Prime, Tubi, all right, Apple TV, Cluster, Stash Movies here on YouTube. It's called The Hip Hop Nucleus. Go on Tubi, put The Hip Hop Nucleus. Go on Apple TV, put The Hip Hop Nucleus. Go on Amazon Prime, put The Hip Hop Nucleus. Or put Choke No Joke Tunnel documentary. It will pop up on any and all your digital platforms that it's on, all right? But support that. Shout out to Fredro running around, got everybody goddamn hitting me up because he talking about he doing the Tunnel series. And y'all know, can't have the Tunnel without me and Flex. You know what I mean? You got to have Choke No Joke and Funk Master Flex involved, man. Nah, but what Fredro's doing is something different. But at some point, y'all see me and Fredro going to collaborate. But let him, you know, go get his ish off. And he's only shooting a pilot. Y'all jumping out the window. Like, it's a whole series and everything. Like, it's just a pilot. Chill out. Let the man put his thing together and shop it. You know what I mean? He might get a deal. You never know. All right. But independent is the way. Sometimes you got to show people better than you could tell people. That's why we put pilots and trailers together. All right. Choke no joke. I'm here, man. And this Fat Joe joint, y'all thought it was crazy last night. You ain't seen nothing yet. We're about to break the internet with this one. Shout out TA the Legend. All right, Cuban Links. You already know the whole BX. It is what it is. Choke no joke. I'm here. Let's get to the show, baby. I'm back.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke. Yeah. TJ2. You know what it is. Youngster, you are me. Is a reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Hey yo, come here, man. Oh, you think I'm corny, huh? Oh, really? I see more guns than Tommy. Who's Tommy? Was I in the army? No. Nah, I got my stripes though. Now listen, broke many nights. Doing what? Pitching that white. No matter hard or soft, trust me, I'm cut from a different cloth. Now look at me, I don't knock my man off. If I gotta kill him, I step off. You know why? When you kill a trife, find yourself killing all your life. Word is bond. You have to live, little nigga, to experience life. Trust me, your mama's the one there at the end of the night. Let's go. Youngster, you are me. Yeah. It's a reason they call me OG. Let's go. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Youngster, you are me. It's the reason why they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Come here, man. Listen, you little jerk. They gonna tell you to put in work. Then they gonna give you a gun and tell you to kill someone who's already a op. They really want the block. Are you serious? And you gonna take the shot. And then you go to jail. What? 3 hots in the cot, 20 flat to be down with the block. No, I don't. You thought it was your beginning. Nah, that's where you stopped. They knew the outcome and didn't let you opt out. To take they opt out. You the one they'll forget about. No, they youngster, you are me. It's a reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Yeah, sit down and listen to me. Youngster, you are me. It's the reason why they call me OG. Okay, saw things you didn't see. Sit down and listen to me. Youngster, you are me. It's a reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Yeah, sit down and listen to me. Youngster, you are me. It's the reason why they call me OG. Okay, saw things you didn't see. Now sit the fuck down and listen to me. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell Bobo what they doing. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you. Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching, you was sleeping. Knew you was sneak thief and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake, don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me, bitch seal my fate. Get knocked by the feds, lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like time's hard, two-door garage, ice like barrage with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry? He got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees. Laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you like, yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get with got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry that niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. In OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan Gaddafi, see a mill be Casper. They trade the doctor, the math from after. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend, to the end. Like Chucky, used to slave bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. Went in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. Son, that son is me, yo.
I see.
You ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all these
man.
diamonds and stuff, yo.
How can I
Fat
not?
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
Yo,
These diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money right now. I can show you the money.
No, you ain't
Matter of
show
fact,
me
I
nothing,
can show you
man.
my gun, yo.
What?
Yo,
Oh my God.
the gun, yo. Son,
put
man,
that-
what's the matter
put that-
with you?
put that shit away.
Yo, you acting like you scared or something, nigga, yo. I
Yo,
take my
stay
shit out, bust it
DL,
right
man.
now, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
I
DL.
do this, yo, the jewels, everything, yo, yo. Yo, you heard about Dave?
Oh my God, look at you, man. Yo, stay DL, man.
Choke no joke. We back in the building. Go live on Instagrizzle. All right. Shout out to Slick Rick the Ruler. Got the Victory out right now. Full movie. Joke, no joke, I'm live. All right. Get live on Instagram. Got my Twitch going over here. Still trying to figure that out. And I had that page for probably about 2 years now. So we're going to do 2 things tonight. I'm going to run through Brendan's Paul testimony, the guy that they was calling either one on the building, Preacher Earl, what up? I see you. All right. My man Ron in the building. I see you. We're going to get in the Fat Joe lawsuit and Diddy trial tonight. Fat Joe lawsuit. Y'all thought yesterday was crazy? Woo! Baby. Tonight is the sequel, boy. Make sure you send this to your favorite YouTube watcher or the people you know that like watching me, because they're going to enjoy this tonight. This is, oh, man. Shout out to, who was that? Damn, somebody sent me a cash app yesterday. I'm trying to remember who that was. Ramona. Thank you, Ramona. I just seen that. Appreciate your love and support. I'll show my fingers on. All right. Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, what up? I'm live simultaneously, all 3. All right. I can't remember my Twitch account. It might just be Choke No Joke. You'll know me when you see me. Real Choke No Joke on Instagram. All right. D Dawkins in the building. I see you. Tawina, I see you. All right. Who else is in here? All right. Aries 80s, baby. Kareem Smiggity stepped in the building. All right. Choke no joke, man. We live, man. Oh, okay. I'm extra thirsty. Since I went to Dubai and came back, I noticed that I haven't eaten any fried food, and I lost a lot of weight. Stop eating the fried food. And then today I ate some goddamn Zaxby's, and that shit made my stomach feel crazy. I haven't had no processed fake food since I've been back. And I ate that ish, and made my stomach feel horrible, bro. So I won't be eating no more of that processed food. I'll be continue to stay away from it. Only spots I'm gonna eat out at is the high-end restaurants that the food is, freshly, I know is good. The Mediterranean spots, the Turkish spots, the Arabic spots, some of the soul food spots where I could get some baked chicken and things like that. But yeah, man, I realized, damn, you have not eaten no fried food since I came back. And I'm 30 days from Dubai. And I changed my diet and I changed my habits. Since I went to Dubai, I couldn't, chief out there. So I just stopped chiefing altogether. And it's been a struggle, but I'm good, right? So first thing I want to say is Reggie and Gene is about the two lioness ass police out here that want to be gangsters, want to be street niggas. Gene will tell you 1 minute that he was the police and he pimping the mailbox, he got pension. Then he sit there and tell you, yo, me and Diddy fell out in the drug game. Me and Diddy fell out in the drug game. He used to call me his big uncle. You know what I mean? I tell you, Gene was on 145th Street handing out packs with a badge in his back pocket, working for D Ferg, and the little homies with packs. Y'all better not, I don't know how niggas trust Gene and hang with Gene after seeing what he did to Diddy. Ain't none of y'all stupid niggas that hang with Gene did what Diddy did for this nigga. And he sent him to jail. How do y'all trust this nigga? How do y'all hang with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? I seen what my nigga Bigger BX, right? Now there's a dude try to stop saying the word the N-word. I gotta get that out of my vocabulary. I'm gonna put me up a N-word jar, and every time I say the N-word, I'm gonna put $1 in it. So I'm gonna have to go get me a bunch of singles. Y'all gonna help me stop saying the N-word, right? This dude, Bigger BX, right? That's my guy. I still got love for him, right? But you can't hang with Gene and think you're gonna be cool with me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some level of integrity. It ain't even gotta be because you cool with me. But when you see a nigga do what he did to Diddy, and he tell you he ain't got no reason why Diddy always paid me my money. That nigga never played with my money. This, that, and the third. He always paid me mine. I'm doing this because of Wolf Mother. I'm doing this because of Wolf. I'm doing this because of D Ferg. I'm doing this because he's trying to extort this dude, allegedly, for money that ain't even owed to him. Like, Diddy don't owe him nothing, bro. Right? But he keeps telling y'all, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then if you don't see that, even what he doing recently with D-Rock and Paul, right? Trying to incriminate them in Biggs murder, talking about he led him there, this, that, and the other. But he'll get on there talking about, D-Rock running, D-Rock is my man, and because Choke made me tell the truth. How did I make you tell the truth? If I made you tell the truth, who made you lie? Right? I made you tell the truth. Y'all hear this? I made him tell the truth by pulling his coat and telling y'all that this nigga lying and giving y'all the proof that he's lying. This nigga said, Choke made me tell the truth, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching these niggas and I'm like, wow. Even Unique, you know what I'm saying? Even Unique, back audio, right? I'm like, y'all niggas know, none of y'all niggas got no integrity on the fact that y'all see him send a nigga that he ran with. And he said he ran with this nigga since the streets. And he go and send this nigga to jail, right? He go and send Diddy to jail, getting on YouTube, telling all these stuff. And a lot of it is lies, bro. I made him tell the truth, right? Y'all seen it the other day. I played it. Nigga Choke made me go and tell the truth. I made you tell the truth? Why are you lying to people? Right? So, like Biggie BX, his son, he's still my nephew, wife, he's still my sister, all that. But nigga, you don't have no integrity to be going around and say you're not gonna be cool with me and hanging with that nigga. I know niggas is over there talking about me. And this is the only person I can say for a fact that if I'm around and the nigga say, yo, bro, you in New York, pull up. I'll pull up on this nigga. I will pull up at this nigga house. I will sit there and kick it with this dude, right? I don't do that. How many of y'all have seen me pull up on y'all in the YouTube universe? It's a few and many. The dude Paul, I pulled up to Paul. I even went to Paul's house, sat down with Paul. Paul's a real one, right? If you support me, I will build a relationship with you. This is how I did the travel group. If you rock with me, I rock with you, right? But you can't be playing both sides of the fence. You just can't. Like, you got to have a level of integrity for me to which go. Do you see me? Gene, he goes and be on Reggie Wright's channel. You was down with Puff. You was down with Big. Or you claim you was down with Big. How could you ever get on the phone and be kicking it with a death row nigga that talk about F Big? I don't care about Big. That nigga could have died. You think I care about a Biggie Small? I don't give a F. And you on the phone hanging with this nigga. Like kicking it with him. You go do they show. You on this nigga channel. You have no integrity, G. None. Why would you be doing that? Me, I never worked for Bad Boy. But I still won't fuck with Reggie. I still believe in my heart of all hearts that nigga had something to do with either Pac or Big, if not both. You worked for Bad Boy and you cool with Reggie? You get ready to go do a show with Reggie because y'all gonna make 50,000? I wouldn't give a fuck if it was 500,000. I still wouldn't fuck with him. That's just me. Right? So don't say it to, oh, D-Rock, my boy, and da-da-da, yo, Mace this, and da-da-da. Nigga, you have no integrity whatsoever. Everything's about $1. Everything's about $1. This nigga be sitting there talking bad about Big. And this nigga is on the nigga, go and sit and do an interview with these niggas and be on the phone with him. Get on the phone with Keefy D, talking to Keefy D from jail. How? Now, Keefy D might be a little different because he was running around protecting Diddy and them. But Reggie, the niggas that had a celebration when Big got killed at the death row offices, remember the dude from OTF He tell that story, how them niggas was celebrating when Big got killed. They had a whole party at Death Row. And you hang with these and talk to these people? Nigga Gino, like, and then the nigga goes to the courthouse to gloat in Diddy's face that he put him in jail. But he couldn't go to Miss Waller's funeral. But he didn't go to Big's funeral. But he keep telling, get on YouTube, tell all these big stories, and write a book. Got to know that Big on the cover. But he the one that told Puff that Big was writing Junior Mafia and Little Kim stuff, which made him and Diddy have a serious beef, right? 3 days later, Big is dead. But y'all hang with this nigga? Because the nigga cooking? Niggas ain't got no integrity, bro. All they doing it for is views. All they doing it for is views, bro. Same thing with Unique. Now, Unique is cool and all, right? But when he did the interview with Alpo, right? Unique first came home. Shout out to Unique. This ain't no shade, nigga. I'm just telling the truth. When Unique first came home, I told the nigga G, right? Yo, hook me up with Unique. I had a banging ass concept for him, which he still has not done to this day, right? It would have been perfect for him to transition and go on to YouTube with whatever. The nigga said, yo, tell that nigga I only talk to bosses. Nigga, I've been my own boss since VHS tapes. Fuck you mean you only talk to bosses? I've been my own boss since the street, right? I only talk to bosses. Okay, homie. You got that. You got that. All right, you only talk to bosses. You got that. Then the nigga did interview Alpo, right? This nigga, when he first came home, he had this thing. What was his thing? He had a slogan. What was this nigga's slogan? Shut the fuck up. That was his slogan. Shut the fuck up, meaning no snitching, this, that, and other. Then when he interviewed Alpo, nigga, Alpo was all up in that nigga face. Yo, I did what I did for me. The nigga, I'm like, yo, Unique, what happened to shut the fuck up? You didn't roll up on Alpo with your shut the fuck up shirts on. You didn't tell the nigga shut the fuck up in his face. You didn't check the nigga for him snitching. Nigga said, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did what I had to do for me. I don't condone it, but I did what I had to do. Nigga, why you ain't calling this nigga snitching all this? Why you ain't telling nigga shut the fuck up? Right? I did this whole show on it. He called Gene to call me. Yo, man, yo, telling nigga Choke, Choke, I want to talk to him. No, you only talk to bosses, nigga. You can't talk to me now, right? So Gene, yo, Choke, come on, man, talk to the. No, he only talk to bosses. No, I don't want to talk to him. Yo, man, because he wanted me to take down my joint, saying, nigga, what happened to shut the fuck up when you was in front of Alpo, nigga? Alpo took your heart, nigga. You was scared. You wasn't talking that gangster shit. You was talking standing in front of Poe, nigga. And that's what I said. And I was keeping it apart. He wasn't talking none of that in front of Alpo. He toned all that shit down, right? So he wanted me to take his name out the title and shit. Yo, no, he wanted me to take it down. I'm like, nigga, I'm not taking it down. Fuck you mean taking it down. That's exactly what happened. The nigga fucking got in front of you and you toned your shit down, right? No shut the fuck up, no nothing. Yo, the joke, the nigga Poe, we gonna sit down and we gonna talk, we gonna do that. No, nigga, no. So I negotiate with him, you know what I'm saying? And I got on the, because I talked to him. because G kept, yo, man, talk to him, that's my man, this and that. Nigga, I know who Unique was. I knew who Unique was before he went to jail. One of my mans, Diesel from my projects, ran with him, went to jail with him. I know exactly who he is, right? He may not know me from, remember me from back in the day, but I done been around this nigga, right? So eventually I talked to him and he asked me to take it down. I'm not taking it down. So he got me to change it from Unique Mecca Audio in the title to Mr. Club 2000 because he didn't want it to be popping up when niggas put his name up. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for him. Ever since then, we build a rapport, we cool, whatever. But I'm always going to keep it 100. But it's like Unique knows what Gene doing is foul. What he did to Diddy, send Diddy to jail is foul. But for the sake of views, for the sake of making money on YouTube, he still stands by this nigga that he calls a rat bastard. Everything Gene doing, Unique is totally against. But he will still sit with this nigga, yo, we gonna talk about it, but I gotta cook for you and you gotta come by the house, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he gotta go and sit with this nigga and eat his food just to get views. And then they do the little fake fight and shit. It's all for views. But when it comes to integrity, all the niggas around Gene, none of them got integrity because they would not be sitting there high and keying, knowing that this nigga sent this nigga to jail because he couldn't extort him, allegedly. And the only reason I'm saying allegedly, because I wasn't in the room when he tried to extort Diddy, allegedly. But it's people that was there that told me Gene went up there and tried to press this nigga Puff for some money because he got something over his head, over Diddy's head. And whatever it is, Diddy's like, nigga, you was down with it too. Fuck you, nigga. Suck my, that's exactly, and that's not no alleged. That nigga, and if I show y'all the interview where Gene, they took it down, but I still got it. They took it down. The nigga asked Gene, yo, so why you do that? Man, I went to Diddy, you know what I'm saying? I went to him, and he ain't want to pay, he didn't want to look out for niggas. Every time he get caught in a lie or he gets to telling too close to truth, you'll catch him, he'll start saying it and he stop it. And then he'll find a better choice of words. Just like I showed y'all the video the other day. And I slowed it down, right? Me and this dude fell out during the drug era. Me and this dude was eating off the same plate. He used to call me his uncle. Right? I had to slow it down so y'all can hear this nigga say, me and Diddy fell out during the drug era. Right? Why? Because D-Ferg, one of his workers, got caught with some work. And the Connect still wanted his money. Right? Now, he done told this story. And he told me the story. So this ain't no alleged. The nigga got caught with some work. He went to Diddy and said, yo, we need 20,000, right? Like I told you, this nigga, a fact, he was passing out drug packs to niggas on the 145th for D-Ferg. He was worried. He tells you he was down with D-Ferg. He tells you he started the same gang, right? He says this. A nigga with a badge had a gang. And they wasn't just doing parties. He tell you some niggas was selling drugs. I got all those clips saved. This is how I can reiterate it to you, right? He went to Puff and they needed, I think it was 20,000 or 20 to 40,000 because one of the niggas got knocked with some work and the Connect still wanted his bread, right? Diddy like, yo, nigga, I'm not giving y'all niggas no money for no drug shit, right? I'm totally legit now, right? So soon after, D-Ferg passes away. So this nigga Before D-Ferg passed away, Gene had $10,000 that Diddy gave him to hold, but forgot about it because now he done got so much money, he forgot about the 10,000. So the nigga Gene like, yo, so let me just give him the 10,000. Diddy like, yo, what 10,000? The 10,000 you told me, oh, Diddy, no, nigga, give me my motherfucking 10,000, nigga. Give me my money, right? So D-Ferg passes away. So he got a gripe with Diddy. You know, even though D-Ferg ain't get killed in the street by the Connect, he died of natural causes. And rest in peace to that brother, right? Gene held on to that and feel like Diddy owed, right? Then Wolf dies. He told me he owed him a couple of $100,000. Then Wolf's mother is trying to inherit that money that was owed to Wolf. Diddy like, yo, I didn't owe Wolf no money. Gene trying to press Puff for that money, right? So the he can't get none of this money. So around 2016, 2017, somewhere around that, right? That's when he go to Diddy and he tried to get money again from Diddy. And Diddy like, yo, I'm not. Gene tells him, yo, nigga, I'm gonna go on YouTube and nigga, I'm gonna put your business out there if you don't hit me off. Then nigga Diddy tell him, yo, nigga, suck my dick. I don't give a F. And here we are today. Diddy is in jail, right? From Gene going on there and telling all these stories and yo, them niggas was spiking the juice. The nigga was hitting Kim. The nigga kicked me under. None of the shit he's there for, right? The nigga kicked me under the car. Start paying this narrative, right? Them niggas were putting roofies in the juice, this, that, and the other. Boom, what happens, right? Cassie, she gets mad after she leave because she can't be top bitch. See, this nigga start fucking with Young Miami. Boom, she go put in her lawsuit. And who's in her lawsuit? Gene, right? He done painted the narrative, right? This nigga done painted the narrative that eventually got Diddy in the eyes of the police, right? And then bam, here we go. What happens? Indictment, everything goes, right? So then he goes where? To the courthouse. And talking about, now when I said, yo, nigga, you sent Diddy to jail. Yo, Choke, don't be saying that. What are you talking about? Even though Ken Capone's like, yo, like, you know, you the one that really sent Diddy to jail. Yo, what you say? Don't say that. I ain't, right? But then when Diddy it looked like he getting ready to be in jail forever. Now the nigga showing up to the courthouse. Yeah, I'm the one that sent that nigga to jail. I'm the one that did it. Whoa. He bragging about it and go to the courthouse. But when Biggie died, he didn't go to the funeral and won't address it. Get in his comments, y'all. Ask him, why didn't you go to Biggie's funeral? He don't have no reason. Because Junior Mafia was going to wash that nigga. They know he had something to do with that shit. Nigga, you took the goddamn gun from us and you ran the light and didn't tell nobody you was going to run the light. And you knew Chaz and them niggas was sitting right there. They called you and told you and they sitting there watching. And then you leave with Chaz and them. You don't even leave with Diddy. But you don't go to Biggie's funeral? Guilt is eating that nigga up. That nigga wasn't Biggie bodyguard. Right? But now he trying to put the blame on Paul and D-Rock. Guilt. When Miss Wallace died, the nigga was on the phone. The nigga called ambush Miss Wallace on the phone. And then threw Gene on, hey, Gene's here. Hey, Miss Wallace. Hey, G. Keep doing your thing, G. Keep running your goddamn mouth, nigga. He told, yeah, I got Miss Wallace blessing. Nigga, that wasn't no blessing. That was, you foul ass nigga. You ain't even come to my son's funeral. Now you up here running your mouth about my son. You writing books, got my son on the cover, and you ran the light and left this nigga. You knew he was going to get killed. You ain't tell nobody. He tell y'all, oh, man, I told these niggas, man, they coming to get us. It's that G is a mother effing liar. Biggie is a street nigga. Biggie been in jail before. You think that if Gene told Biggie, yo, I know for a fact niggas is coming to kill us, Biggie would have went to that party? You think Biggie wouldn't have got his hands on some guns himself? He would have called Keefy D and them niggas his damn self. Like, yo, we need some burners. Them niggas wouldn't have went to the party naked if they knew what he knew. Then Chad said, yo, some streets, this going down tonight. And it's some street shit. Not no industry shit, some street shit. And them niggas sat there across the street and watched the whole shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. And these niggas all hang with this nigga like some groupies. The nigga foul. A bunch of groupie niggas going to hang out with this nigga with no integrity. Nigga blew the light, left these niggas. They tell these niggas nothing. And then wait till after Chaz is dead to tell, yo, Chaz and them niggas was sitting right across the street. I should have went and got in the car with them niggas. On guard, that's what he said. And these niggas sitting there hanging out. How did this nigga get to go to Diddy trial and could not go to Miss Wallace's funeral? That makes sense to any of y'all? This nigga got out 2 books about Big and did not go to his funeral, and his mother died, and nigga didn't go pay his respects to his mother. He didn't even have to go to the funeral. He could have went to the wake and just signed the book. What could he have been doing that was so important that he didn't make it to Big's funeral and he didn't make it to Miss Wallace's funeral? Give me your best. Put in the comment. What could he have been that he could make it to Diddy's trial, that he couldn't make it to these people's funeral? And then he won't address why he didn't go to his funeral. I've been saying this on YouTube, and other people been saying this on YouTube for years. After I done said, Gene ain't go to Big funeral. Niggas is like, what? Puff was at Big's funeral. The whole goddamn bad boy was at Big's funeral. The whole city, the whole industry was at Big's funeral. How did this nigga that ran the light and left these niggas acting like he was the nigga that took the gun back from D-Rock? So Big car didn't have a gun in it because this nigga took the gun and he got 3 guns on him that he transported from New York all the way to California, which is illegal. Tell me why he couldn't go to Miss Wallace's funeral. What was it, a month ago? What could he have been doing that he could not go to Miss Wallace's funeral and this nigga live in Jersey? And if he say he was in St. Louis, so what? Nigga, that is a fucking $99 Southwest flight, nigga. Because he didn't want to run into D-Rock. D-Rock was at Miss Wallace's funeral. Mace was at Miss Wallace's funeral. Little C's was at Miss Wallace's funeral. Little Kim was at Miss Wallace's funeral. And back in the day, Miss Wallace and Little Kim ain't even get along like that. Everybody from Junior Mafia that's alive was at Miss Wallace's funeral. Why wasn't Gene there? She gave him her blessing. You tell me this nigga ain't have money to go to to New York, but he could fly in for Diddy's goddamn trial? Why couldn't he go to Miss Wallace's funeral, y'all? The nigga is on YouTube talking about Big every day, fake crying. That's guilt. But he couldn't go to that lady's funeral. That makes sense to any of y'all? All niggas think about is clicks and views. You don't see me fucking with Gene no more. It ain't no reconciling after you talk about my mother, nigga. I'm not no ass kissing nigga. These niggas still do shows with this nigga and shit, knowing this nigga sent Puff to jail. What do you think he'll do to you? That nigga could not face none of them niggas. They would have washed his ass up out there. Nigga was scared. Talk all that gangster shit. Nigga, you could have went there with your gun. You was still scared, nigga. Sit here and make all this money off these books and off of YouTube and give his kids shit. Ask CJ how much money Gene gave him since YouTube and since he put out these books. Ask CJ how much he gave him, or Tatiana, I think that's her name. Ask her. Ask them how much did Gene ever give them? Nothing. And then the shit with Mason Cameron. Nigga, y'all so goofy. Y'all so goofy. Y'all so goofy in the comments talking about, oh, Mace wasn't at the Peterson. Mace ain't never say he was at the Peterson when Gene was crying. He said it was at the hotel. He said Puff was gone. Big was dead already. And then Gene is over there crying behind the goddamn car. He didn't say he was crying at the goddamn scene. Gene can spin y'all stupid niggas every time. Listen to what Gene and Cameron says. Big was dead. Puff was gone. They was there after this. They was, what you call it? And why was Gene still there? Because he went and got in the car with Chaz in them. Why wouldn't you leave with Puff? You Puff security. You not Big security. You not Mace security. Why didn't you leave with Puff? Because you said you went and got in the car with Chaz in them. The nigga that called you from outside. You lying to us talking about, oh, man, you know, Chaz said he was calling me, but with everything going on, I wasn't looking at my phone. How wasn't you looking at your phone when you said you was waiting for them niggas for backup? That was extra gun power, extra firepower. You waiting for these niggas to come in. You not constantly checking your phone? Stop. What was the urgency, y'all, for Gene to run the lights? Come on. Let's go, Twitch. Let's go, Instagram, YouTube. Why did Gene run the lights? Did he ever say a nigga pulled out a gun? Or he seen niggas? No. Right? Why did Gene run the lights? Come on. What was the urgency? What was the urgency to run the lights? That he didn't even tell Big and Paul and them to run the lights. Tell me right now, what made him run the lights? Did a fight break out? No. Right? Did anybody fight? Did nigga flash guns? Was there shots? Why? How did he know to get in the car and just blow the light? Because he got the call. Chaz and them niggas are sitting right there across the street watching the whole shit. Told him it was going to happen. Told him it was going to happen. And they show up and watch the whole shit. They didn't chase the car. They didn't shoot at the car, his extra firepower, right? And then Chaz tell him, nigga, don't tell niggas we was there. And G wait till he dies and get on YouTube for some more money. Say, yeah, Chaz and them niggas was there. He told me don't say nothing. Nigga, you was supposed to take that to your grave. But the fact that you talked about it, now we know them niggas sat there and watched the whole shit. And who called Chaz and told him that shit was going to happen? So now we know why you ran the lights, nigga. Your man was sitting right there. You tell the whole story. Y'all blew the light, came back, you got out the car. Tone told you get in the car. Chaz and them right there, right? You go downstairs. I guarantee y'all that Chaz called that nigga, and that's why he gave the niggas the gun, yo, hell, I'm going downstairs to get the car. I'll be back. Nigga called you, you went downstairs, you probably put them stickers on big car and shit so them niggas ain't shoot up the wrong car. And to make sure they didn't shoot the wrong car, yo, Kitty, run the next 3 lights, Kitty, for these niggas shoot us by accident. Because you knew what was getting ready to fucking happen. Nigga called you. That's why you went downstairs. You telling us, oh, the nigga called, but I wasn't looking at my phone. Bullshit, nigga. Bullshit, nigga. Keep running your mouth. You solving your own fucking case, nigga. You went downstairs. What security leaves niggas to go get fucking cars? That's not your job. That's the little nigga shit. That's like you run into the store to get some blunts with niggas. Damn right he knew. It was no reason for you to run the lights, brother. Nothing. What was Earth? Did y'all blow the 3 lights when y'all left the hotel? No. Now you telling us Chaz told you it was going to happen. Chaz was at the scene. Chaz called you while you was in the Peterson from outside. And you telling us you didn't get his call, but you went downstairs to the valet to get the cars pulled up. And Little C's is lying about, yo, the cars pulled up. And we got in the cars. You talking about, nah, C's lying. The cars was already in front of the door. I already had them pulled up. Yeah, nigga. Right. And then you talking about, oh, it was no stickers on Big's car. And then when you come out, his car got these stickers on them. Yeah, okay, nigga. This is why big shit ain't solved. Because y'all looking at the wrong motherfuckers. Y'all looking at the wrong motherfuckers. Now, let me switch gears to the pig in Compton. Hey, stop reaching, pig. Your arms is too short, nigga. Pig arms is too short, nigga. Your arms are too short to box with guard. You reaching, nigga. Why would you? This nigga Reggie is so guilty, right? This nigga is so guilty about the Tupac situation, right? Now he go and get a nigga that supposed to been in Warren G house to sit there and try to debunk that what Warren G said on Drink Champs, that he heard the commotion over Snoop's walkie-talkie, right? What was going on with Tupac? This nigga is so guilty. He go get a nigga that was in Warren G house that night. Nigga, get Warren G on your fucking show. Not none of these side niggas. Warren G is the nigga that said he heard over the walkie-talkie the commotion that was going on with Tupac. He can hear it. Why you keep going to get these random ass niggas, and why these niggas is fucking with the police anyway? Nigga, use the police. So you can go get who you want, nigga. Until you get Snoop or Warren G on your channel, for Warren G to go ahead and play himself and say that he didn't say he heard that shit over the walkie-talkie, nigga, stop reaching, pig. Pig arms don't reach that long, nigga. Your fucking arms don't reach that long. Your little curly tail, you fucking pig, don't work, nigga. You reaching, nigga. You reaching. You make yourself look guilty every time you try to bring on a nigga to try to debunk the truth. You need Warren G to get up there and say that he did not hear Tupac and them getting shot up over that walkie-talkie. That's who you need on your show, nigga, because that's who said it. And how is he going to retract what he already said? He said he heard the commotion of Pac and Suge getting shot up over the walkie-talkie. So you can go up there and try to lie, whatever, nigga. You already testified in the grand jury. Nothing you say on YouTube is going to change your testimony in the grand jury. Nigga, you just better hope when February 2026 come that your ass got a better story. Because when you get on that stand, nigga, if you get on the stand, because by then you probably going to be a defendant. And you better pray to God that Suge ass don't testify. Because if he testify, your ass is grass. And I don't know why he wouldn't testify. That shit ain't no street shit. That nigga was the fucking CEO of a fucking Fortune 500 company. Why wouldn't he testify? He should just do it on the strip of Pac family. We know the driver was light-skinned, with a mustache, with a cap on, with a bald head, and looked like a bitch in the face. That's not T. Brown, nigga. Ain't nobody in that car light-skinned. Gaddafi identified the fucking shooter. Light-skinned, look like a bitch in the face like you, with a mustache, with a bald head like you, and then you don't show up to the hospital for 3 hours? Where the fuck was you at for 3 hours? These niggas is shot. Them niggas done probably spent an hour from getting the shooting to getting in the ambulance and everything. And these niggas, the outlaws and everybody is sitting on the fucking floor on Las Vegas Boulevard. They ain't even make it to the hospital in the first hour yet. And you was able to call your dad in 30 minutes and tell him, yo, Orlando Anderson did it. And you was nowhere around. How the fuck you knew Orlando Anderson did it and you was nowhere around? You wasn't at the fight. You wasn't in the caravan. But you know, or you was able to call your father and tell him exactly who did it. And you ain't even talked to nobody at the hospital yet. You ain't seen nobody for 3 hours. You said you didn't see nobody for 3 hours. Talking about you and Michael Moore and George Khaleesi jumped in the car and went to the hospital. But then you say, I ain't seen nobody for 3 hours. I got there 3 hours later. 3 hours later, nigga, you could drive to California from Vegas. And little ass Vegas, it took you 3 hours to head of security to show up. Y'all motherfucking police niggas is crazy. Keep running your mouth, though. We're waiting for February 2026, nigga. And you bring everybody to the grand jury except for Trayvon Lane. And y'all niggas is so stupid for all y'all to think that recent interview they put up with Trayvon Lane, that shit is old, bro. That's nothing new. But what he doing, what they dumbasses doing is putting Trayvon on the prosecutor's radar. Now they taking what they just played and they listening to it. Okay, They're going to grab his ass up when it come around. And if you think that this Tupac shit is going to end in a state case, it's not, brother. That's why they pushed it back. So if you're on your phone telling the truth, they heard you. If you're on your phone texting, they got it. So keep running your mouth, pig, and keep reaching. If you want to convince us that walkie-talkie conversation that Warren G had is a lie, bring Warren G on your goddamn channel and have him say, yo, I was lying. I made that up on Drink Champs. I didn't really hear Tupac and Suge getting shot up over Snoop's walkie-talkie. You need Warren G to retract that. And you think what are you going to do? He going to just sit up there and lie and change his story after he said it? That wasn't a planned conversation. He didn't know he was fucking up by saying that. He was just being honest. Snoop ass probably mad at him. As you can see, they going through something, right? And I guarantee you that's only because Warren G opened his goddamn mouth and saying that he heard Tupac and Suge getting shot up over that walkie-talkie. Yeah. So y'all keep reaching. But your arms too short to box with God, pig. Don't pig hoofs. Nah, nigga, you gonna be pig feet in a minute. You're gonna be pig feet in a minute, nigga. Y'all think, yo, him and Gene is about the two goofiest dudes on the internet. The more they say, they get paid, right? So they got to keep coming up with stories and keep telling stuff. And the more they do it, the more they reveal the truth. Gene can't tell y'all what was the urgency for him to run the light. Only reason the nigga ran the light because he knew what was about to happen. And why did all the niggas from New York have intel? Why did all the guys from New York knew what was going to happen to Big? Unique call from the jail, right? The niggas in Harlem, he called the payphone. They knew, right? And Chaz called him and told him, hey, he was in California. And that's Matula Shakur's cousin. How did all the New York niggas know that Big was going to get killed? And how did all the New York niggas knew to call Gene? Now it makes sense to y'all why Gene ran that goddamn light, right? Because he fucking knew. What was the urgency to run the lights, y'all? Did anybody flash guns at them, point guns at them? And what did Stevie J say? Man, hey, everything was normal. Nobody told us nothing. You had Little C's ever talking about, oh, nigga, Gene warned us, but we went anyway. These are street niggas. Big when it put a gun on his own self. Remember, Big is the one that gave Pac guns. You think that nigga Gene told this nigga that they was going to get killed? And Big when he got his hands on some guns from some Cali niggas? You think ain't no niggas in Cali where they could have got guns? Man, get out of here. But explain what was the urgency to run the next three lights. Explain it. And explain that why Chaz and them niggas was sitting right there and Gene knew it and didn't do shit. And explain why, if Gene is Diddy's security, why the fuck he let Diddy go home by himself and they make sure that nigga made it to San Diego and got on a plane with Diddy. He's Diddy's security. Why is he? Big just got killed. Why is this nigga not going home with Diddy? Why would he go and get in the car with Chaz and them? The same nigga that called him and told him it was going to happen, the same nigga that was sitting there and watched the shit happen, right? But here go G, chasing the car, right? He came back, Tone come, right? He chased the car. Big is still shot, sitting there, right? Why are you leaving niggas and you the only nigga with guns? Then you come back, you and Tone, and you get out the car, you go all the way down to the garage. Big and them still sitting there bleeding, dying, right? Why are you leaving niggas? You Diddy security, and you chasing the car that's been going already, right? Y'all done ran the lights. You ain't see the car, nigga. So what are you chasing? You think the car was sitting there waiting for y'all niggas to come back, jump out the car, and all this shit, and you, nigga, y'all got to smarten up. Y'all got to smarten up. And the whole time Chaz is sitting right there, right? You come back, you go to the garage, talking about you heard DJ Quick saying this, that, and other. Big and these niggas is up at the corner. Y'all know how that shit's like damn near a quarter mile from the corner to the entrance to the damn Peterson Museum. Nigga, why aren't you going back to the garage and you Diddy security? These niggas all surrounding that by the car, trying to get help. Big need to get to the hospital. You get out the car, you go back to the garage. What you went and did? Gave some guns to Chaz and them niggas? Like, what did you go back to the garage for, nigga? Big is shot. Y'all niggas need to get to the hospital. He's talking about Paul come running down. Yo, G, what are you doing? Come on, we need to go. Nigga, you just went and chased the car that was been gone. Now you in the goddamn garage? What are you scared of, nigga? Why is you, what's going on? And then y'all go to the hospital and they take y'all 30 minutes to find a hospital that's around the corner. And then they put Big on the gurney and bullets fall out. Where those bullets come from? Which one of y'all niggas helped put Big on the gurney and bullets fell out your pocket? That's in the police report too. And fucking bullets is on, when they roll Big in, there's fucking bullets on the fucking gurney. But this nigga could go to the trial, but he can't make it to Big funeral. He leaves the hospital with Puff, in the car with Puff. Going to San Diego, gets out the car with Puff, and gets in the car with Chaz and him. Yeah, y'all figure that one out. What was the urgency for Gene to run the lights again? Yeah, come up with your best scenario. Come up with your best idea. What's the reason Gene didn't go to Biggie's funeral when everybody was there? Paul was at Big funeral. D-Rock was at Big funeral. Diddy's at Big funeral. Why isn't Gene there? Why isn't Gene at Big funeral, y'all? But he's Puff security. Why he didn't go do security at Big's funeral? Yeah, y'all smartening up. Y'all smartening up. What reason he couldn't go to Miss Waller's funeral? Why are you avoiding seeing Junior Mafia? Why are you avoiding seeing Little C's? Why are you avoiding seeing D-Rock? You don't go to Big funeral and you don't go to Miss Waller's funeral. Yeah. Y'all figure it out. Me, I got common sense. let's get to the Diddy trial, and then we're going to get to the Fat Joe joint, right? The Fat Joe joint is crazy. But so the government calls this witness, Miss Gregoros, and all y'all niggas out here told, choke, man, you struggling reading. Nigga, I ain't graduate college. Nigga, I ain't even graduate high school. I got my GED in jail, nigga. But I ain't afraid to get up on this motherfucker and read. I ain't afraid to get up on this motherfucker and struggling to read. But I tell you one thing, the more I read, the better I get. The more I read, there's words that I learned that ain't been in my vocabulary. I don't care. And I bet you all you niggas that complain can't read either. Some of y'all complaining, yeah, you probably can read. You probably got a college degree. Me, I didn't. All right? I got a motherfucking GED. All right? A good enough diploma. All right? So the government may call this next witness. The government calls Brendan Paul. Now, the Brendan Paul dude, that's the dude that we saw when Diddy got, after his house got raided. Remember, they met Diddy at the airport in Miami, and they grabbed him up, and the little white boy, well, he ain't little because that nigga tall as shit, but the dude that played for Syracuse, he got arrested and he had some drugs on him, and they was trying to say that he was Diddy's drug mule. And clearly he wasn't Diddy's drug mule, but we're gonna go through this and then I'm gonna get into the Fat Joe shit. And trust me, I'm not getting off. I just woke up, I'm fresh, so I will be getting to it. And it's Friday. So they show him a picture of a dude in a tuxedo. Do you recognize this person? Sean Combs. I worked for him until I was arrested at a Florida airport for possession of cocaine and my personal assistant bag. Why was it there? I was sweeping Mr. Combs' room. How did you come to work for Mr. Combs? Through Revolt, Eli Moran. He told me, get in to get out. If you have a girlfriend, break up with her. You'll never see her. Did you interview? Yes, late October 22, 2022 at 200 South Mapleton Drive. How were you greeted there? My ID was scanned and I had to sign in NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Frankie Santella and KK was there. Did they hire you? Yes. I would pack a lot of joints in the garage. Marijuana. When he say joints, he mean the marijuana. When did you meet Mr. Combs? KK came to the garage and told me to come to a listening party in the backyard and take notes. What was KK's role? Chief of staff? She helped out with the family. Did KK use Mr. Combs' phone? Yes. How many assistants did Mr. Combs have? At first 5, then 4, then 2. Given my college basketball background, I helped with Mr. Combs' workouts. Who is this? That's Jonathan Perez. And this? That's his butler, Frank Rodriguez. What did Mr. Combs' butler do? Stand next to Puff, giving him water, chapstick, whatever he needed. This nigga, Puff, had a lot of goddamn people working for him. Man, he could have been helping a lot of them damn artists out that was struggling. That was signed to him, I mean. Did you have group chats with KK? Yes. Turn to the binder and flip through it. Who is this? That's Fahim. We call him Fa. What was your salary? I started out at $75,000 a year, then $100,000. I got paid bi-weekly by Combs Enterprise. This nigga was paying $100,000 for an assistant. Wow. Where did you live? In an Airbnb in LA and then in Miami. Where did KK stay? In the LA, an apartment. In LA, an apartment 4 minutes south from 200 South Mapleton. In Miami, in Two-Star Island. Did you accompany Mr. Combs to paid club appearances? Yes. He would ask for $150,000 in cash, and they had to sell things for him. Wait. Yes, he would ask for $150,000, and they had to sell things for him. What did you do to stay awake? Prescriptions, Adderall, and sometimes cocaine. What was your job? To make sure Mr. Combs was always happy. He said, I don't take no for an answer. He told us to move like SEAL Team 6. Did Mr. Combs fire you? Yes. For forgetting his Lululemon fanny pack when he went on a walk. He said, I don't want to see your face anymore. Tell KK you are fired. And what did you do? I bought a Lululemon fanny pack, get it in, laid low. Did you ever complain to HR? No, that wasn't a thing. Why not? HR even forgot to pull my federal taxes my first 8 months. You just go to Mr. Combs. Did Mr. Combs use drugs? Yes. Ecstasy, cocaine, and more. What's in this photo? That's my hand with ecstasy and Tootsie and pink cocaine. What did you take? No, why did you take the photo? To ask staff what to do with it after I found it. I was told to put it in his bag. Did you buy marijuana for him? Yes. From who? Philippines. Puff like sunset sherbet. Who are the other drug dealers Mr. Combs used? One Stop, Gudo, Baby Girl, and I think it's spelled OEI. Who's this? That's Gudo. Is that your chat with Baby Girl? And what's happening? Jonathan Perez is introducing me to Baby Girl. She asked me, is it for you or Puff? And I replied, Puff, but tell anyone it's for me. Why? Puff is too high profile. So we use aliases. Did Mr. Combs use Cialis? Yes. We put it in his nightstand. Your message to Love Red Phone. What does it mean? Oh, I call Puff Love. His red phone was personal. The business phone was yellow. What did he text you? Zans. How did you pay for drugs? Cash, from his Gucci bag, or security, usually Fahim. In this text, what is flowers? Marijuana. Did you also call it trees? Yes. Here Fahim tells me I'll get back paid once Duke comes on shift. Did Mr. Combs have you take drugs? Yes. To test his Tootsie. Did you want to take it? I wanted to prove my loyalty. What were Wild King nights? Mr. Combs' significant others, drugs, sex. Did Jane participate in Wild Nights? Yes. Did Mr. Combs' other girlfriends participate in Wild King nights? Not that I'm aware of. Who called them Wild King nights? KK? I'll just say he's going to the hotels. Did Mr. Combs stop using hotels and move them to the residence? Yes, after the Cassie lawsuit. What did you do? I'll clean up after. What does this say? That Jane coming in, Brendan is setting up Wild King night, probably. Where did you make the reservation? Noble. Where was this Wild King night? Jane's residence. I wrote, I'm running to Walmart for them. KK asks, Wild King mode active or Gucci bag active? What do you say? Between the two. How did you know what to buy for Mr. Combs for Wild King night? We had a shared document in the Notes app. Who was responsible for the Astroglide? The property manager? I didn't think the 200 South Mapleton manager was good. So I took the photo to show the manager how to lay out the Astroglide in their bedroom. In the bathroom. How did you put in for cash? Robin at TriStar. Did Mr. Combs contact you for Wild King nights? Yes, by voice notes or FaceTime. He called me to go get a sex outfit, but he never called me back. How did you clean up after? I wore gloves. Why? Sanitary reasons. Is this a photo of the day you were arrested? Yes, March 25th, 2024, at the rented jet. The cocaine you were arrested with, was it Mr. Combs? Objection, sustained. Was it yours? No. Was it Mr. Combs? Objection, overruled. Mr. Combs. What did you do after your arrest? A diversion program, drug treatment? No further questions. Cross, Mr. Steele? You walked up to play basketball at Syracuse. I think this is messed up. You walked up to play basketball at Syracuse for our iconic coach, right? Yes. You played at UNC, but COVID ended it, right? Yes. You weren't just a drug mule, were you? Objection, overruled. I was not just that. It was a minor part of what you did, right? Absolutely. Personal use? Judge, rephrase. The hotel nights. That was personal use, right? Objection, rephrase. It was Mr. Combs and Jane. Relaxation. It was personal, right? From your observation. Yes. Did you see Jane as hesitant in these freak-offs? I did not. If you saw non-consensual activity, would you have not worked there? Objection, sustained. Would you have not worked for a criminal? Would you have worked for a criminal? Would you? No. You care about your reputation, right? Yes. You were arrested for 27 grams. That's barely personal use. It was a mistake, right? Yes. And the case was dismissed, right? Yes. Oh, this nigga case got dismissed, y'all. Prosecution, y'all didn't say that. That nigga drug case was dismissed. Wow. Did drugs make Sean more focused? Yeah, he got extremely creative. As you sit here today, are you indebted to Sean Combs? For good experience for the most part. Are you indebted to Sean Combs? Good experiences for the most part. No further questions. Let's have a sidebar before direct. Judge, please. Yes. They back. Did you know what was happening in Wild King Nights? Objection. Rephrase. Were you there for Wild King Nights? No. What did you think the $5,000 were for? Objection. Sustained. Did you give Mr. Combs $5,000 cash in another context? No. You said you wouldn't work for a criminal, but you bought drugs for Mr. Combs. Yes, but that was only more than 5 times, but less than 10. How do you feel about Mr. Combs? It's complicated. No further questions. Mr. Steele, recourse? No recourse. Thank you, Mr. Paul. You may go. The government may call its next witness. First, some exhibits. I can't, they reading some text between Combs and KK. Combs, I can't take it no more. The album not done. KK says, you can have a release after the studio. We control our energy. Diddy says, whatever. Give me Frank. Audio's played by Mr. Combs. Diddy voice says, have Jonathan do it. Miss KK replies, John will go to the hotel. We have a bit more than we request a break, Judge. Okay. AUSA. Miss Ventura says, you bashed my head in. Combs says, you're crazy. Stop talking, flipping on me for what? We're taking a break, Cassie. Cassie says, I don't want to be beaten down for standing up or ever. Diddy says, I'll just try to figure out how to get this nut out. Still reading, no witnesses on the stand. They reading Cassie. All I wanted was to have a good time, and you took all of your anger out on me as per usual. You dragged me down the hall by my hair. This is not play fighting anymore. I was serious about Rita coming over. Boris had to tackle you. Puff, that's not love. That's possession. I have bleeding cuts. Diddy says, I'm not going to let someone shit on my name or shit on my when all I've done is be nice. You don't treat me like a king. You was acting like a bitch. Cassie says, talk to your people and they'll tell you, or they won't, since all they do is suck up to you. I asked to have my record come out after 1 million years. Diddy Lawyer says, I would like to read the other portions of those exhibits. May I confirm with Ms. Garagos? Just said, okay, we need a break. Okay. With the jury out, we want to read in the next page. Ms. Ventura saying, I love our freak offs when we both want them. Judge says, they are in evidence, but for some reason, we are just reading these to the jury. There was no objection by the defense. But this leaves a prejudicial impression with the jury. What's your basis for what you want to do? We didn't, Aaron, what up? We didn't know they were only going to read portions. The judge says, you just want to read the 4 messages? Yes. I think it's fair for the defense to read the 4 messages. The district attorney says, I didn't intend to be misleading. So if your court is saying these 4 messages should be read, I should be the one to read them. Judge says, fine. Now we'll break. Jury enters. Let me read them again. I have read the wrong versions. Ms. Ventura to Mr. Combs, you want to party and have a good time? I have to focus or I'm ever becoming anything. You treat me like a hooker for 10 years. I love our freak offs when we both want it. Then the government calls the next witness, Joseph Ceriello of Homeland Security, investigation 18 years. How many records have you reviewed for the charts in this trial? Thousands. What is the only female name in the chart? Jane. Turn off the public screens. What is the name of the hotel? The one hotel, South Beach, Phil Pines. From 5/22 to 5/23 in 2021, $3,050.90 for one night. In this flight, Jane's flight by JetBlue from New York to Miami. Aaron, please hit me after I'm done. With the public screens off, play the Instagram videos. Does the metadata match up? Yes. What's the name? Jessica Ruiz, Mr. Combs' travel agent. What were the charges for the losses and damages? $6,000. And who flew on this one? Jane and Cabral. Jane from LA to Miami to LA, and Cabral from Atlanta. What is this? Hotel damage report at the London Hotel. Room 229. The report says bodily fluid spread on the floor. Ew. Is that nut? Pictures attached as evidence. Names, columns. Jane, Combs, Reggie, Paul, and Cabral. And these between Paul, Arthur, and Combs. Then Jane. Arthur Fitness LLC, an ATM cash deposit of $900 and then $600. And this, more hotel damages. Fahim's cell phone was seized, right? Yes. Your Honor, take that one down. The public doesn't need to see it. Can we have a sidebar, please? Yes, take it down. Did Jonathan Perez send this to Fahim? Yes. And this is about Anton, or is it sorted by date? Please sort it, Ms. Becker. Who sends this message? Homeland Security's, KK. What does Jonathan write to Fahim? He says, I don't know if you're holding $10,000, Fa said, trying to get some more now. Jan, I think this is a good stopping place since we're ending early today. Jurors, you may leave. Don't read anything. All rise. How many more on direct, Miss Comey? To midday on Monday. I hope Ms. Garregos can finish the cross by the end of Monday. Then Rule 29, Mr. Aglifilio, we'll be on the shorter side. We'll tell the government over the weekend. If the government rests at the end of Monday, I think we'll rest Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll send a proposed charge today. You send edits Tuesday evening. We can do the charge conference on Wednesday and our closings on Thursday. Oh, Diddy trial's over next week, y'all. You can use the courtroom until 2:30, Mr. Donaldson, if needed. Put in a written application. Court is adjourned. So that's it. I think they just want to finish up with this person on Monday. After that, the defense probably gonna call a few people. And that's it. Diddy case is over, y'all. We should probably be seeing the verdict, depending on how long it takes them to deliberate. If not by the end of next week, the following week. This is over. This is officially over. Now let's get to Fat Joe. Let's get to Fat Joe. Fat Joe is juicy. Fat Joe, he got to pray. He better pray. He better pray. All right. All right, so where we left off yesterday was the phone calls between Percy, Pistol Pete, and Rich Player right here. And this was bad. This was bad. That's it. That nigga is dead. That was so bad, bro. I don't know if these niggas knew that phone call was recorded, but Lord have mercy, bro. So this is where we starting off at in the lawsuit today. While actively campaigning for former Vice President Kamala Harris' presidential campaign, defendant made direct threats to plaintiff from his Instagram burner account, biggest in the game. That's what BITTTTGGGG is. That's allegedly Fat Joe's burner account on Instagram. I wonder if that joint still exists. He probably got rid of that shit. He probably saw this lawsuit, was like, oh, he probably, but you know the feds, nigga, you can go ahead and get rid of it now. You ain't getting rid of nothing. Fat Joe slams Latino support for Donald Trump at Kamala Harris' Allentown rally. My Latinos, where's the orgullo? Where's your pride? Defendants' disdain for current President Donald Trump is palpable. Numerous YouTube videos detail the level of hate he has for the current president and his administration. I don't know what this got to do with the lawsuit. Fat Joe tells Donald Trump is delusional and prays Hurricane Florence doesn't ravage the mainland like Hurricane Maria did to Puerto Rico, because he says the president already bungled the response to one devastating storm. In the following Instagram messages, defendant brags about having connections in the White House. Oh, that's what makes it. Okay, I get it. I'm going all the way. Remember that. This is TA going back and forth with allegedly Fat Joe. The BITTGG is the biggest in the game. All right. Do you know what I know? You are crazy. Yo, you are crazy. It's up. I got you. I own you, nigga. Laugh out loud. You think so? Laugh out loud. But I am not. Let's see. Allegedly, Fat Joe says, nigga, I got connections in the White House. Who the F are you? Some washed up bum? Are you crazy? The defendant was not lying when he said he had connections at the White House, as he evidenced by the one-on-one meeting that he had with Vice President Kamala Harris. In addition to the one-on-one meeting, then Vice President Kamala Harris, defendant, moderated a criminal justice panel with Vice President Kamala Harris. He even had the audacity to bring one of his henchmen and RICO Enterprise officers. Yeah, I tell you, this one is good, bro. Rich player to meet with the Vice President Harris. Upon information and belief, while the defendant was in the middle of moderating a criminal justice panel, he was actively using his RICO enterprise to set up the murder of the plaintiff, TA, the legend. Defendant Fat Joe or Cartagena also brags about his political connections with former presidents. Unbeknownst to President Clinton, he unintentionally accepted and wore a pair of sneakers that donned the name of a criminal RICO organization. Oh, shit. Woo! This thing, yo, bro. Yo, man, yo. This is good. Like, when I tell you this shit read like a movie, defendants Cartagena's political reach does not stop at the White House. In August of 2024, defendant Cartagena was presented with the key to New York City by New York's Mayor Eric Adams. The plaintiff believes that the defendant Cartagena's confidence is openly threatening him and attempting to put a hit out on him is due to his political protection. In the following Instagram message, defendant confirms his RICO enterprise when he says, "Don't need to lift a finger. I'm the biggest in the game. Everyone willing to do it for me." Oh, these niggas is going to jail, bro. Bring them out. Make it happen. Hurry up. The biggest in the game. Don't need to lift a finger. I'm the biggest in the game. You not stopping nothing. Everyone willing to do it for me. Oh, this nigga, he better hope that his phone is not connected to this, bro. The plaintiff proceed the word "it" to mean that the defendant is going to have him killed. In the following messages, defendant makes his intentions very clear. He intends to do bodily harm to the plaintiff. Nigga, you will get dragged. And that recorded phone call with Pistol Pete and Rich the Player with these goddamn messages, bro. This nigga Fat Joe, he better hope this ain't his phone, nigga. He better hope this ain't his phone. Oh my God, bro. He better hope this ain't his phone. And the following messages, defendant makes his intentions very clear. One, he intends to do bodily harm to TA. Nigga, you will get dragged. And two, he is warning TA to watch his back. Everyone is outside, as he has ample opportunities to kill TA or to have TA killed. But be very careful. We let you live. F out of here with that shit. I've been waiting. I guarantee it won't be how you think it's going to go down. Nigga, please. How many times I watch you freeze? Chiquita, nigga. Oh, shit. Chiquita, that's the young girl. Nigga, you will get dragged. You know what's up? Never all truth. It's going to keep coming and going and going. But be very careful. We let you live. I am what you want to see. Should have done it. Should have done right, homie. What you thought? I'm not scared of you niggas. Don't you ever forget in your life. Percy ain't here. Nigga, everyone's outside. Yeah, me too. The plaintiff perceived both of these messages to mean that the defendant was going to have him killed or physically harmed, and the plaintiff better watch his back. In the following Instagram message, the defendant took his threats a step further by making an explicit threat to harm TA's family, the majority of whom lives in the Bronx, New York. When he asks, "You love your family, right?" He said in the text, "You look sick, very sick. Keep watching, but you're a part of it, good or bad. Feel good about it. You're not a don, nigga. You love your family, right?" Oh, this nigga better hope this ain't in his phone, my nigga. If this is in Fat Joe's phone, that nigga got problems. I'm telling you. And you know you can't erase that shit. Plaintiff proceed that these messages to mean that the defendant was going to kill or physically hurt or physically harm the plaintiff's family. In the following Instagram message, defendant brags about strong-arming a YouTuber into removing and failing to release interviews of TAs where the TA publicly explained the harm the defendant visited upon him. Sheesh. No, I don't, but you do. You know what I got, right? Business is business. Biggest in the game. You are not ready. Look around. Any more videos coming out? Got that real quiet. What happened? Biggest in the game. These niggas probably was real mad at me for interviewing that nigga. That would have been $1 in the back. I gotta stop saying the N-word. Plaintiff was informed that several YouTubers received direct threats from the defendant's burner account or the burner accounts of the defendant's henchmen. In the following messages, the defendant attempts to lure TA to one of his Rico Enterprises businesses up NYC and further taunts the plaintiff to lure plaintiff outside so the plaintiff can get killed. Racism, don't worry. Just know I will. You know the rest. Everyone is broke. Laugh out loud. Okay, let's see. Come to up NYC. Okay, let's see. Oh, y'all sending the threats? Come see me. If you that nigga, I dare you niggas. Come outside. Plaintiff believed that the defendant Cartagena or Cartagena is attempting, I keep saying Cartagena because that's how they pronounce it in Colombia, is attempting to lure him outside so he can have a plaintiff killed or physically injured. The plaintiff is convinced that the defendants are determined to kill him. In the following Instagram message, the defendant says the following: you can be with whoever, but remember, everyone by themselves when they turn that corner. This statement is significant because it comes from a private conversation that TA had with the defendant on multiple occasions, where the defendant warned TA to never walk ahead of their group whenever they travel, because you can be a party of 30, but if you walk off and turn the corner ahead of the group, then you can have become a party of one and are susceptible to enemy attack. That's what y'all want. I know. You want me to come to you. Now, come to me. You can be with whomever. But remember, everyone by themselves, when they turn that corner, you're right. It will be legendary. The Phoenix Cartagena confirmation that he is the one sending direct threats to the plaintiff lets the plaintiff know that the defendant Cartagena and his RICO organization will stop to nothing to have TA killed. And another Instagram message confirming his identity, Fat Joe informs TA that TA wouldn't have gone anywhere if it wasn't for Fat Joe. If it wasn't for me. You're terrible, you fucking racist. Pick your man who you want me to fight. Pick him. You wouldn't have gone anywhere if it wasn't for me. You wasn't even going to be out of Cyprus. You would be couch surfing. Oh, yeah, he definitely identified himself right there. Or it could be Pistol P. I don't know. Because he was saying in that phone call, he didn't want to put him on. Couch surfer, allegedly. Couch surfer is a term defendant has used to describe the plaintiff in several YouTube videos. Oh, yeah, that is him. He damn sure was calling that nigga couch surfer on Instagram when he was doing that little Pepsi Live shit. Oh, Fat Joe, he done screwed himself bad, baby. Oh, he has screwed himself bad. In the following Instagram message, defendant suddenly reminds the plaintiff of the consequences of being cut from the terror squad. As stated earlier, the defendant ordered the face slashing of former terror squad member Cuban Link. Hurry up, I got it. Your fate is in my hands. I don't, I'm everywhere. Remember I told you, it's endgame. You already know what happens when you get cut. You cut from everywhere. The plaintiff believes defendant is going to have him killed or have his face $150 slashed. I don't know. That could be also meant that when you cut from the crew, you cut like I have you blackballed everywhere. But it could be also mean what he said. He would know better than me. The following Instagram message from the defendant's henchman, Pistol Pete, burner account, Pablo Escobar, guarantees that he will give TA $150. This is the same Pistol Pete who promised Percy that nobody is going to stab him or who's going to stab him up. I'm giving $150. That's my word. Suck my stick. What's up? The plaintiff believes that Pistol Pete or one of his minions will try to give him $150 if they ever run into him. Pistol Pete used several burner Instagram accounts to send direct threats and threats of violence on the defendant's behalf, including but not limited to Dr. Shavag. I think that's what that is. Shavag? I don't know. And the following message from Pistol Pete confirms that Dr. Shavag Instagram accounts belongs to him. You are not the real Pistol Pete. And this nigga sends him a video of himself, bro. Why would you do that? Oh, no. Oh, man. These niggas is in trouble. Instagram Live on YouTube. The link is in my story if y'all want to see this on the screen. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do you want to fight? You don't want to fight, though. You are pussy. You super pussy. I'm telling you, I got you. Then he sends him a voice note. Oh, no. Your baby mother said you's a homo thug. Now blow that whistle. Yeah. Yeah, she know better. And he laughing at him. Plaintiff believes that Pistol Pete's brazen stupidity to out himself is evidence of the defendant's determination to kill or physically harm the plaintiff. In the following Instagram message, Pistol Pete warns TA that he has 48 hours to fall back. Can't wait. I got something for any one of you niggas. The day happens, I'm very far from pussy. Ask your man's homie hiding behind a fake account. The summons turned up for Joe, nigga. You got 48 hours to fall back, yap. You been warned, son. So what happened? Fall back. I've been waiting. Y'all niggas ain't doing nothing yet. Stop with the talk. Stop with the tough talk, yap. I got something special for you. You want that street credit? The plaintiff perceived this message as a threat that if he failed to fall back, that he would be killed. In the following Instagram message, Pistol Pete informs the plaintiff that it doesn't matter if plaintiff has Jesus Christ with him, that TA is food, and the Cartagena Rico Enterprise will eat. I'm not playing with you at all. I'm telling you what I'm going to do to you. So beware. I'm far from pussy. And I'm going to give it to you. For sure, nigga. Keep playing. Oh yeah, Pito, Conga is with me. And then he calls him, and the call ends. You can have Jesus with you, nigga. You fool, and we gonna eat. Whatever you say, you put that video up, and I'm gonna make you pay in the worst way, pussy nigga. I see a criminal Rico coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Yo, this is this is no bueno. No bueno, papa. The plaintiff perceives this message as a blatant death threat, as Pistol Pete made it very clear that he intends to make you, the plaintiff, pay in the worst way. Defendant completes his menacing orchestrated campaign of social media threats directed at the plaintiff by accident. Don't you think people got to be made an example of so others will understand not to cross? Oh, this Fat Joe allegedly again. Don't you think people got to be made an example of? Yep, that's what I'm doing to you. So others will understand not to cross? 100. You are a big one. The plaintiff perceives this threat from the defendant as guaranteed that he will either be killed or physically harmed, as the defendant is left with no choice but to make an example of him. And this is why niggas like Fat Joe and them, they got to be careful. Because this nigga, y'all remember the nigga Gene? Talking about, yeah, them terror squad niggas, they gonna get you, choke. Them terror squad niggas, them niggas got a bag on your head. Niggas like Gene. Now, I had my cousin step to Fat Joe about Gene's threats. Gene is on YouTube talking about the terror squad niggas got a bag on my head and them niggas is looking for me, right? I'm not saying that to get involved in this. I'm just saying niggas like Gene who run their mouth sat there on YouTube on several occasions and said that the terror squad had bags on my head and them niggas was after me, right? Now, I had the Pistol Pete nigga ask one of my niggas from Edenwall about me. And then I had my cousin go and talk to Joe personally about that shit, right? But when they start going through these niggas' phones and all this shit, it's probably more niggas than TA that's been threatened. But thanks to niggas like Gene getting on the YouTube and telling about niggas had a bag on my head, he's not making it easier for these niggas at all. I gotta stop saying the N-word. These are not isolated statements. They mirror the violent enforcement practices historically employed by the enterprise to eliminate threats and enforce loyalty. Similar acts included the stabbing of a rival is referred to as ketchup. The redacted of the boyfriend of the defendant's child's mother, Brenda. Plaintiff confronted the defendant, Cartagena, about this incident via Instagram messenger And the defendant Cartagena, via his second burner account, warned the plaintiff to step back and to fall back. Warning. On top of the other ones, what happened to the Brenda, the blood, or the ketchup? Your baby mama, what happened? Step back. What happened? Your baby mama, what happened? Nah, what happened? Fall back. It is important to know that the defendant Cartagena never denied plaintiffs' insinuations. Prior beatings and redacted were committed on the defendant's order or at his instigation. The threats and actions detailed above collectively constitute multiple violations of federal and state law and form clear predicate acts of racketeering activity. Specifically, the conduct of the defendant Cartagena and his senior enforcers, including the solicitation of violence against the plaintiff, constitutes federal witness tampering and retaliatory threats in violation of 18 U.S.C. for attempting to intimidate, threaten, or harm a known witness to prevent further disclosure of criminal activity. Conspiracy and attempted assault under New York law, including New York penal law, criminal solicitation and attempted murder under federal law, including Florida statute, racketeering acts under 18 U.S.C., as these offenses involve violence, threats, obstruction, and attempted homicide, all committed in furtherance of the enterprise objectives. In addition, these actions constitute unlawful retaliation under the Traffic Victims Protection Act, which explicitly prohibits interference, intimidation, or retaliation against victims or potential witnesses engaged in seeking civil or criminal relief for trafficking related abuse. Such retaliation is prohibited and further underscores the systemic use of violence to obstruct justice and silence victims. And just to be clear, when my cousin did talk to Fat Joe, I don't know what their conversation, how it went, but when my cousin called me back, he said, yo, just leave the billionaire nigga alone. We know who the hell they talking about when they tell me to just leave the billionaire nigga alone. So clearly, when Joe was coming at me, talking about these bum ass Rockefeller niggas on YouTube, former Rockefeller niggas, he was defending, of course, no other than y'all know who. If my cousin hit me back and said, yo, he went and talked to them niggas and they just told me, yo, just leave the billionaire nigga alone. So that's that. Ultimately, the attempt to use Percy as a proxy failed. Recognizing the gravity of the request, Percy refused to participate in the violent plot and instead preserved the audio recordings of the conversations with the defendant, Torres, and that's with Pistol Pete and Rich the Kid. That's their last names. These recordings now serve as direct and damning evidence of the enterprise level of retaliation. They confirm that the defendants, Fat Joe, Pistol Pete, Rich the Player, conspired to harm the plaintiff and did so with deliberation, hierarchy, and coordination. Hallmarks of an ongoing criminal enterprise operating with the structure and continuity required to establish liability under the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, other known as RICO. Defendants use a burner phone ending in 1330 to facilitate exploitation and trafficking. Throughout the plaintiff's 16-year involvement with the defendant, Cartagena, he observed that the defendant maintained a separate burner phone ending in 1330, which was used exclusively for private and off-record communications. Unlike defendant Cartagena's public or business phones, this device was deliberately kept isolated, consistent with counter surveillance behavior intended to evade law enforcement detection and maintain secrecy over illicit enterprise activity. The plaintiff personally witnessed the defendant Cartagena use his burner phone to communicate with underage girls particularly during late night hours or in days leading up to out-of-town travel. These communications frequently occurred while the defendant Cartagena was in hotel rooms, tour buses, or other private locations. Based on the plaintiff's direct observation, as well as the defendant Cartagena's remarks, this phone was routinely used to coordinate clandestine meetings, reserve hotel accommodations, and manage travel logistics associated with sexual encounters, often involving vulnerable individuals, some who TA knew or reasonably believed to be minors. Upon information and belief, defendant Cartagena also used the burner phone to coordinate additional criminal activity, including the movement of firearms and narcotics, and to communicate with enterprise enforcers and drug distributors in the Bronx and Miami. Oh my God. Fat Joe ass might be grass. That nigga ass is new moon grass. This burner phone served as a critical operational tool for avoiding detection, preventing GPS traction, and invading subpoenas and wiretaps. Defendant Cartagena used the device to maintain a closed loop of communication with trusted criminal associates, shielding themselves from accountability. The use of the encrypted disposal or compartmentalized communication methods such as burner phones is a known tactic employed by organized criminal operations and further illustrates the sophistication of the Cartagena enterprise structure. The operational strategy reinforces the existence of a functional criminal enterprise engaging in trafficking, obstruction, and racketeering activities. Although the burner phone has not yet been recovered, the plaintiff expects that a forensic review of the defendant's Cartagena's telecommunications records and subpoenaed data will uncover direct evidence of trafficking-related conversations, threats, witness intimidation, and coordination of predicate criminal acts, including sex trafficking, narcotics distribution, and criminal conspiracy. The Cartagena enterprise enforcement by violence, threat, and code Cafe Ketchup incident, Sing Sing prison, and blood. Defendant Cartagena routinely directed violent retaliations against those who defied or disrespected him. These orders were often issued through coded phrases such as "give him ketchup," a euphemism for stabbing or slashing. This language functioned as internal shorthand used by members of the terror squad and Cartagena enterprise to conceal violent intentions while maintaining a shared understanding of expected action. I'm glad this nigga Gene told me about this threat on YouTube. I'm glad this nigga said it publicly several times on YouTube, and I got it. I'm glad. Keep running your mouth, Gene Squill. You just help these niggas to get in more trouble. You are stupid. You are, and I hope they subpoena your ass. I hope they subpoena your ass, nigga. Because they got you on YouTube sending threats to me from these niggas. You are stupid, nigga. You gonna get pulled right into this shit. The term cafe ketchup derives from an incident in which JB, a member of the enterprise, instigated a confrontation outside of a restaurant. After losing the altercation, he contacted the defendant Fat Joe, which resulted in a retaliation stabbing allegedly orchestrated by the enterprise to restore its dominance and punish the perceived disrespect. In a separate incident, the defendant orchestrated an act of violence that ultimately led to another individual taking responsibility on his behalf, serving a lengthy sentence in Sing Sing Correctional Facility. The cover-up was coordinated through the enterprise hierarchy and designed to insinuate the defendant from legal exposure while reinforcing internal loyalty. Assault on Latin rap artists after perceived online disrespect. Defendant Fat Joe has historically responded to public criticism with violence, particularly within the music industry. According to the plaintiff, one such retaliatory act may have involved a Latin rapper known as Redacted, who made disparaging statements about defendant Fat Joe online. Although the plaintiff did not witness the attack or is planning, as he did with other acts of violence orchestrated by defendant Cartagena, he believes, I'm just keep saying Fat Joe because that's who the hell he is. The defendant Fat Joe's airy remark following the incident told him everything he needed to know concerning the enterprise involvement. Defendant Fat Joe remarked to the plaintiff, when niggas go against the Don, you see what happens. God don't like ugly. This statement said with pride and satisfaction made clear that the defendant Fat Joe viewed violent enforcement as both justified and strategically necessary to preserve his authority. Fat Joe's directive to assault rapper Mac Main. Oh, shit. Fat Joe's use of physical violence extended beyond retaliation. He also used it to assert dominance over rival entertainers and enforce personal vendettas. TA recalls one such incident in which Fat Joe ordered him to physically assault rapper Mac Main, Jermaine Anthony Prayan, a well-known artist affiliated with the Young Money label. Fat Joe instructed TA and other members of the Terror Squad to pound out Mac Main on sight. It did not matter the time or place. If they saw him, they must attack him. This was in response to a comment allegedly made by Mac Main in which he mocked Fat Joe's marriage and claimed he could sexually satisfy Fat Joe's wife better than Fat Joe could. According to TA, Fat Joe told him that Mac Main crossed the line. when he said, I know that fat nigga ain't fucking his wife right. I'll fuck the shit out of her if I get a chance. Although TA did not carry out the assault, the directive itself reflects that Fat Joe's operational practice of issuing verbal orders intended to result in violence. Orders that were understood to be mandatory within the empire. You know, Mac Main, like, what right now? Somebody calling Mac Main right now. Yo, these orders were not hyperbolic or performative within the Cartagena enterprise. Coded phrases like pound them out carry real weight and implied expectation of execution. Non-compliance could be interpreted as disloyalty, leading to an eternal punishment or exclusion. And that's in the goddamn recorded phone call with Pistol Pete to Percy. Yo, these niggas got a case, bro. If Diddy got a case from Cassie lawsuit, bro, oh my God. Yo, all this nigga Fat Joe had to do was get his boy his bread or whatever. Like, bro, man, you open the door to possibly life in jail, bro, over a few dollars. Yeah. This nigga really think like he took that Fat Joe gangster shit to his head, allegedly. Like, and then he out here telling all these stories. Pistol Pete out here telling all these stories. Like, it's gonna be hard for them to that nigga, he better get a real good lawyer. I'm telling you. He better get a real good lawyer, boy. Because I guarantee you, knock on wood, this is getting ready to go criminal. This is getting ready to go criminal. Yo, he should have just got ahead and settled with this nigga. We see what happens. The Mac Main directive, like others, reinforces that the defendant Cartagena used violence not merely to resolve disputes, but to preserve his reputation. Silent dissent and demonstrates unchallenged dominance in both his personal and professional networks. And you got dumb niggas like Gene sitting there, get on the goddamn internet. Yo, if Fat Joe, I'm calling this nigga Gene right now. Yo, why the hell did you tell this nigga Choke that we was after him? Why did you tell this nigga on YouTube that nigga they had a bag on his head? What is wrong with you, Gene? Like, yo, I know these niggas is calling like, yo, bro. With all this, like, yo, bro. These niggas is the police. These niggas is the police. Getting right on YouTube and saying some shit like that, not knowing this shit is in the chamber. Watch how Gene try to retract this shit. Nigga, I got that. Like, you ain't gonna be able to retract that one, nigga. Oh my God, G. This ain't helping they shit. These actions constitute a criminal solicitation to commit assault and are chargeable under the following: New York penal law, criminal solicitation; Florida statutes, criminal attempt and solicitation, depending on the jurisdiction where the planned assault was to occur. Defendant Cartagena sustained and deliberate use of coded threats, surrogate violence, and retaliatory directive proves further evidence of an organized criminal enterprise operating with the structure, continuity, and the intent to engage in unlawful acts to preserve its power. Defendant Cartagena's use of a burner phone ending in 1330. Throughout his working relationship in defendant Cartagena, plaintiff CA personally observed Fat Joe's routine use of a burner phone ending in 1330, which was used exclusively for communications Fat Joe wished to keep off the record and disconnected from his public or business telecommunications. Defendant utilized this burner phone to secretly communicate with underage girls and other impressionable individuals, mainly of whom were transported across state lines to accompany him on tour, attended private events, or engage in sexual acts. 2, coordinate with sex traffickers and enforcers, specifically including the defendants Pistol Pete, Rich the Player, to facilitate the grooming, movement, and exploitation of victims, relay sensitive enterprise directives, including instructions concerning violence, retaliation, and concealment of illicit activity. Defendant Cartagena regularly replaced the burner phone every few months. The phone was used only for high-risk, enterprise-related conversations and was concealed during the public appearances. Knowledge of its existence was limited to Fat Joe's inner circle, reinforcing his role as a covert tool for coordinating criminal activity. The deliberate use of burner phones for trafficking-related communication is a known operational tactic among organized criminal enterprises. It enables compartmentalization, invasive of wiretap surveillance, and insulation of leadership figures from the direct accountability for trafficking and violence. Subpoenaed telecommunication records and metadata associated with the 1330 number are expected to confirm patterns of use that align with the defendant's event schedule, travel itineraries, hotel reservations, and contact with known enforcers and victims. These records are anticipated to establish a direct evidentiary link between the defendant, Cartagena, and the orchestration of sex trafficking, enterprise violence, and obstruction of justice. Pistol Pete and Rich Players recorded attempts to lure the plaintiff into a violent trap. In retaliation for the plaintiff's public disclosures concerning the cohesive, violent, and fraudulent conduct of the defendant Cartagena and his enterprise, senior enforcers Pistol Pete and Rich Player initiated a coordinated effort to set TA up for retaliatory assault or potential execution. These actions were carried out through recorded phone calls and made to a mutual associate named Percy from the enterprise believed could be used to draw plaintiff into a trap. During these recorded conversations, Pete and Rich the Player invoked Fat Joe's anger and frustration with TA, referring to TA as having violated the family and crossed the line that could be not forgiven. Pistol Pete describes TA's actions as beyond repair and explicitly pushed Percy to arrange a private meeting with TA, framing it as a necessary act of discipline. The phone calls included repeated use of coded enterprise language terms such as pound them out, bring them in, and get at them, which were understood within the enterprise to signify a directive or physical violence. These phrases often preceded beatings, retaliatory attacks, and other acts of targeting and enforcement. These conversations taken together reflect the premeditated nature of the retaliation and demonstrate that such actions were not rogue initiatives, but instead authorized or condoned at the highest level of the enterprise. With the knowledge, approval, and likely instruction of the defendant, Cartagena himself. Disturbed by the escalated nature of the request, Percy ultimately refused to cooperate and preserve the call recordings. These recordings now serve as primary evidence of a conspiracy to commit witness retaliation and obstruction violations of federal witness tampering and intimidating through threats and attempted physical retaliation against a known victim and potential witness. Hold on. Federal witness tampering, this is a civil case. So if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just guessing here, they already went to the feds. If I'm not mistaken, is a civil case federal? I got to look that up real quick. Hold on. I think they already went to the feds. Unless a civil case is federal. Is a civil case a federal case? No, a civil case is not inherently a federal case. While federal courts handle civil cases, they are not the only venue for them. Civil cases can also be heard in state courts. Federal counts have limited jurisdiction, meaning that they can only hear certain type of civil cases, such as those involving federal law or disputes between citizens of different states with a significant amount of money at stake. Federal civil cases. These cases involve disputes between parties that fall under federal law or U.S. Constitution, or when the parties are from different states. And the amount of the money in the controversy exceeds $75,000. Examples include cases involving federal civil rights, antitrust, or copyright issues. Federal versus state courts. The majority of civil cases are handled at the state level. Federal courts only handle cases that meet specific jurisdictional requirements as outlined above. Oh, they went to the feds, bro. They went to the feds already. They already went to the feds. Oh, Fat Joe got a federal case coming down the pipeline. They went to the feds with this. Oh, they better leave this kid alone. There's a federal case already. Fat Joe just ain't been indicted yet. Or maybe they looking to see if they can federally indict him. If Fat Joe did anything since this guy they went to the feds already, bro. Somebody told me that his lawyer went and did an interview more recently and said that they did go to the feds. This is federal. This is federal already. Disturbed by the escalated natures of the request, Percy ultimately refused to cooperate and preserve the callings. These records are now served as primary evidence of a conspiracy to commit witness retaliation and obstruction, violations of a federal witness tampering, and intimidation through the threats, attempted physical retaliation against a known victim and potential witness. Oh, this is New York. New York penal law. It ain't out of state. Yeah, Fat Joe is being investigated right now. And TA may be a potential witness in a federal crime, in this federal case. 2, New York penal law, conspiracy in the second degree, based on an agreement to commit a Class A felony, including 1, murder in the second degree, 2, gang assault in the first degree, 3, assault in the first degree, 4, intimidating a victim or witness in the first degree. Wait, they told them about a murder? We might ain't even get to that yet. Criminal solicitation and attempt to commit violent felonies, including murder and aggravated assault. Oh, they can already talk about a murder in here. Oh, no, an attempt. Criminal solicitation and an attempt to commit violent felonies, including murder and aggravated assault. Oh, attempt. Oh, okay. In the attempt, so I guess them threatening his life. These threats are attempted attacks, demonstrated how the Cartagena enterprise weaponized a strict internal loyalty code and street-based hierarchy to carry out organized retaliation against anyone perceived as a threat to the defendant Cartagena's personal, legal, or reputational standing. Retaliatory violence was not occasional but institutional, central to how the enterprise function and maintain internal discipline. Oh no. Fat Joe directed assault on rapper DMX. What? Fat Joe used use of violence extended beyond his internal crew. In one incident in Miami, the defendant ordered TA and another associate, Raul, to confront and physically assault the rapper DMX following a verbal dispute between DMX and someone in Fat Joe's circle. The defendant viewed the altercation as an act of public disrespect and ordered immediate retaliation. He instructed the plaintiff, saying, if he acts up, take the hammer. Oh my God. Don't let D and Y and them niggas see this. And you, Jada Kiss, you sitting there doing the show with this nigga? Them niggas got X washed up. I'm mad at Jada now. Jada, you better not have knew Fat Joe had did anything to X, nigga. Jada, you better not have known that these TS niggas did anything to X, and you sitting there doing the show with this nigga? See, she ain't know where all the bodies is buried, and this nigga was being stingy with the money, and now he is his. Oh shit! Wait till D. You know D and Y and them niggas know about the situation. They probably just ain't know who was behind it. And now this nigga Jadakiss is sitting on the couch with this nigga, and he got X washed up. Oh. Jada, you better not know about this, nigga. You better not know about this, because you would look so disloyal to all your fans, bro. You gonna start looking like Lord Jamal out here. Lord Jamal. The phrase, take the hammer, if he acts up, take the hammer. The phrase, take the hammer, was understood within the enterprise as authorization to use a firearm, not simply engage in a verbal or physical confrontation. Although the plaintiff ultimately diffused the encounter and avoided, oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, boy. Although the plaintiff ultimately diffused the encounter and avoided a violent outcome, his compliance in initiating a confrontation under the threat of the enterprise reprisal highlights that Fat Joe orders were non-negotiable. Within the structure of the Fat Joe enterprise or the Cartagena enterprise, verbal directives from the defendant, especially those involving threats of violence, were treated as mandatory. The defendant's conduct in this incident independently supports multiple predicate acts of racketeering under the federal and state law, including attempted assault in aid of racketeering, attempted murder and criminal solicitation under Florida law, conspiracy and an attempted assault, given that the order originated within Fat Joe's criminal enterprise and could have been executed across jurisdictions. This incident is a part of a broader pattern in which defendant Fat Joe employed trusted subordinates like were strategic and methodically issued to assert dominance and protect defendants' status in the entertainment industry. That pattern also includes an alleged murder for hire plot to targeting Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, detailed below. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, we all know that him and 50 had beef. I'm going to tell y'all niggas now, if you got niggas around you and you ain't paying them, and them niggas was your goons, and what niggas was helping you write music, if you don't learn from this right now to start paying your niggas, let this be a lesson. When you know a nigga know too much and you gonna let the nigga go back to the hood and be broke and then sit there and clown him and call him couch surfing and all that, let this be a lesson to you niggas. Start paying your people, bro. Start paying your people, bro. You see 50, he pay his people. He keep Yayo close, and he keep that nigga with $1 in his pocket. Prior federal tax conviction and DOJ documentation of enterprise pattern. The defendant prior criminal conviction further evidences his long-standing efforts to conceal racketeering proceeds and demonstrates both continuity and intent central to the RICO framework. I gotta applaud this lawyer. Like, this lawsuit, whether I don't allegedly if everything is true or not, but the way this lawsuit is put together is impeccable, bro. Like, this is Brian Steele type work. Like, this is Johnny Cochran type work. They took their time with this one, and I'm telling you, that nigga Fat Joe is going to need the dream team. Like, he's going to need to go dig up motherfucking Johnny Cochran and Matlock. Like, this is impeccable, bro. Like, I don't know who put this paperwork together, but boy, oh boy, this is serious, bro. Like, this is like, this probably is like 6-figure lawyer work right here. Like, this is like 50 to 100 bands lawyer work right here. This, lawyers get paid by the hour, bro. We are at damn near at the halfway point. This ain't even the halfway point of this lawsuit. This lawsuit is like $100,000, nigga. Like, this paperwork, like, to the research and the man. Fat Joe, he gonna have to drop a hefty bag on the law firm to address all this, bro. Like, he's gonna need time, extension to reply to all this. This is impeccable, bro. This is great lawyer work. I'm not saying that everything in here is true. I'm just talking about the structure, the layout. I read a lot of cases, and if you subscribe to my channel, you know I done read a lot of cases. I ain't saying I'm the best reader, but I done read a lot of cases, and when I've seen a lot of paperwork, I've seen a lot of high-profile cases. This one here is by far one of the best presentations, and I've seen work from this lawyer before. Like, and I'll be like, yo, this nigga, no. He took his time with this one. He got some help with this one. This here. Wow. I forgot where I was at. As stated in public filings on the DOJ press releases, the defendant owned over $3.7 million between 2007 and 2010 through business entities including Terror Squad Productions, Mirror Man Music Touring, and I guess Fat Joe Terror Squad Corp, FJTS Corp. He failed to file income tax returns for those years and did not make any meaningful attempt to rectify delinquencies until criminally charged. He was ordered to repay $718,038 in unpaid taxes, fined $15,000, and sentenced to 4 months in federal prison, followed by 1 year of supervised release. These facts are documented in the indictment, plea agreement, judgment of conviction, and the Department of Justice press statements. Rather than viewing this conviction as a deterrent, the defendant reportedly used it as a personal branding moment. He designed an album cover resembling a federal interrogation room and boasted to the plaintiff and others that the feds could never pin anything substantial on him. This post-conviction behavior illustrates a brazen disregard for the law and reflects how criminal activity was normalized and celebrated within the enterprise. The defendant conviction and post-convictions conduct established clear knowledge of his legal obligations and a willful intent to violate them, a deliberate effort to conceal income derived from enterprise activity. 3, evidence of both closed and open-ended continuity of criminal conduct, particularly financial crimes, supporting the RICO pattern alleged in his complaint. These facts are matters of public record and subjected to judicial notice under the Federal Rule of Evidence 201B. They support the plaintiff's claims not only for civil RICO, but also for financial fraud, tax evasion, and enterprise concealment strategies. Pistol P's social media campaign affirming his repeated acts of violence. During a YouTube interview, Kill All Rats, How Puerto Rican Gangsters Terrorize New York Prison System. This nigga is stupid. Yo, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. These niggas, I don't understand these niggas that get up on YouTube and brag about the crimes that they did, bro, that they didn't do time for. Like, oh my God. Niggas ain't learned nothing from Vlad TV, bro, or Adam 22. Like, these interviews, they gonna kill these niggas with them. All this bragging and going to all these platforms and sitting down with Big U and doing these interviews, oh my God. During a YouTube interview with Johnny Mitchell, Connect with Johnny Mitchell, defendant Pistol P laminated on the time that he orchestrated and executed a gang riot while in prison, which resulted in several African-American inmates being jumped and stabbed up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the thumbnail on this one. Kill all rats. You know how that's going to play out in goddamn federal court? Kill all witnesses? Man, bro. Oh my God. That shit is cool for YouTube. Oh my God. Pistol Pete. And it wasn't even like that, you know. And we were, so this is a real exclusive, bro. Oh, not the exclusive. I went and I told everybody that was in my unit, everybody that was black that I know, you know, like my, you know, guard buddies that I know. Okay, Sean, yo, you lock in, stay in your cell. Yo, Muhammad, stay in your cell. Why are you telling me to stay in my cell, Pistol? Stay in your cell. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. So, I told all my black friends, stay in the cell. We went out in the yard and boom, you know, the guys ran down on the guy that cut the other black kid, right? They all ran down on him and almost killed him, an inch away from his heart. They took him to the hospital. Now the whole jail was closed. Yeah. Now they opened up the jail again, and I go back out there and I said, okay, on this date, this is what we gonna do. This date, we gonna go out there and we gonna put the Puerto Rican flag in the middle of this. This nigga is damn, who's that guy we learned about when we was young and shit in social studies? I think it was at the Boston Tea Party. What's the dude name that came and put the flag down? Anyway, forget it. Damn, I can't think of this dude name. It'll come to me. We're gonna put the Puerto Rican flag in the middle of the flag, and we're gonna stab everybody that's black. And I did that. I went out there and we did that. We put the flag and I stabbed everybody. And the guy that was the main guy that was getting away, he was handcuffed, shackled, and they was escorting him out. And I ran down, I chased the police down, backed them down, and I cut them in front of the police. Here, the defendant, Pistol Pete, shows no remorse for committing serious acts of violence. It was also important to note that this interview aired on May 25th, 2025. So this ain't no old shit. This nigga's up here recently telling, oh my God. That's not even a month ago, y'all. Y'all niggas keep going on the internet and talking that gangster shit. You never know what's going to come up. Predicate Act Summary, Appendix A. The following chart summarizes the predicate acts committed by Fat Joe's enterprise, by by Fat Joe and his enterprise associates. Each act was carried out in furtherance of the organization core objectives: to profit from the exploitation of labor, suppress dissent through a violent and intimidation, and conceal the financial and criminal liability of its leadership. I am scared to see this chart, bro. I am scared to see this chart, bro. Instagram. Damn, my phone's about to die. Go on my stories and click the link and join us on YouTube. All right, or if you know my YouTube channel, Choke No Joke off the D Austin the Third, come join it, subscribe. But y'all got 2% to stay right here on Instagram. After that, it's gonna cut off. Go in my stories. I posted the link that's gonna bring you to the channel if you don't know my channel. But you got a good 10 minutes probably. The Appendix A predicate act summary chart. Forced labor of the plaintiff TA. Key participants: Fat Joe, Rich Player, and the accountant Jana John Doe. New York, New Jersey, Florida, and international. Conduct summary: coerce plaintiff's labor through threats, delayed pay, and false IRS filings. Sex trafficking of plaintiff TA by Fat Joe, Rich Player, Agent Jana John Doe, Driver Jana John Doe, and Pistol Pete. Coerce plaintiff into non-consensual sexual acts under the threat and manipulation. Witness retaliation: Fat Joe, Rich the Player, Pistol Pete, New York and Florida, attempted to lure plaintiff into a violent ambush after public disclosures. Conspiracy to commit violence. Redacted. They took somebody's name out of there. By Fat Joe. Defendant admitted prior violent act resulting in a wrongful conviction of another. Oh, shit. So they saying that Fat Joe put a hit out on somebody and somebody else went to jail for it, allegedly. DMX assault directive by Fat Joe ordered plaintiff to confront rapper DMX in retaliation. Latin King stabbing, court catch-up. Fat Joe, Rich the Player, Pistol Pete, Bronx in New York, retaliatory stabbing ordered using enterprise code catch-up. Catch-up incident: Fat Joe, JB, Rich Player, Pistol Pete, public stabbing ordered in retaliation after a club altercation. Mac Main assault directive by Fat Joe, directive plaintiff to assault Mac Main for perceived disrespect. Interstate sex trafficking of minors. Fat Joe, Rich Player, Agent Jana John Doe, Driver Jana John Doe. New York, Florida, California, Nevada, and international. Transported minors, coerced sex under false pretenses. Commercial fraud up NYC. Fat Joe and their accountant Jana John Doe in the Bronx, New York. Fraudulent sneaker resale and chargeback schemes. Tax evasion and money laundering. Fat Joe, his accountant Jana John Doe, and Erica Moreira. New York, New Jersey, Florida, international. Use shell companies and fake filings to hide income. Public use of catch-up code. Fat Joe publicly recorded. confirmed violent slang term for stabbing during public interviews. PP loan fraud. Fat Joe and accountant Jana John Doe, New York, New Jersey, Florida, secure relief funds under false business pretenses via sneaker addict touring. Unauthorized legal practice. Eric Morena and Fat Joe, Florida, New York, filed shell company documents while unlicensed practice law. Structuring/laundering via shell companies. Cartagena Morea, accountant Jana John Doe, New York, New Jersey, Florida International, use nominee entities to obscure ownership of enterprise income, wage theft and coercion. Fat Joe and the accountant paid plaintiff off books, inflated IRS filings, and suppressed real income. Assault of Dre, Clappy, Cartagena and Pistol Pete ordered physical assault of music producer to intimidate industry collaborators. They beat up Dre of Cool and Dre. Money laundering via Up NYC. Fat Joe, JB, and their accountant cashed out illegal funds, ghost payroll, luxury displays, and cash structurings. Online threats and intimidation. Fat Joe, Pistol Pete, Rich the Player. Online in New York, sending coded threats via burner accounts to obstruct legal filings. Ghost contracts, royalty fraud. Fat Joe, the music publisher, John and Jane Doe, fabricated split sheets to remove plaintiff from song ownership credits, forced exhibitionism, and sexual degradation. What is that? Degradation. I guess. Forced plaintiff into group sex, voyeurism, and public humiliation. Degradation. I need to pronounce that word right. Degradation. The condition or process of degrading or being degraded. Degradation. Sexual degradation. I never heard no one use that word before. Wire fraud, tax fraud, and cohesive wage theft statutes violated. From 2017 onward, Roc Nation and BDO under Cartagena's discretion misclassify plaintiffs' labor to evade taxes, suppress rights, and enforce economic control while profiting from the scheme. Structuring wire fraud and laundering of enterprise proceeds through layered bank accounts. I'm not going to read all this. Oh, it's only one more. All right. And payroll fraud, tax misclassification, and cohesive financial structuring statutes violated. Same companies. Taken together, the conduct outlined above constitutes predicate racketeering acts under 18 USC, which includes offensive, indictable under federal law relating to money laundering and financial fraud. Defending Cartagena's deliberate use of shell companies, nominee/control accounts, and sham bookings was not limited to tax evasion. It was part of a broader, ongoing strategy to systematically launder racketeering and launder racketeering proceeds and shield enterprise assets from detection and liability. This pattern of financial misconduct spanning fraudulent corporate filings, deliberate misclassifications, and income misuse of paycheck protection programs, PPP loans, and concealment of cash earnings from international performances demonstrates both closed-ended continuity as a series of related acts over time and open-ended continuity, a threat of continued criminal activities sufficient to satisfy the pattern requirement under the RICO statute. The Cartagena enterprise illicit financial architecture was deliberately designed to obscure the source, movement, and the benefits of criminal proceeds. Okay, all right. I'm going to stop right here because I am hungry. 77. Boy, oh boy. Let me tell you something. If Fat Joe ain't got a lawyer already, a criminal lawyer, he's sleeping. If Pistol Pete, Rich the Player, JB, if none of these niggas got criminal lawyers already on deck with a goddamn retainer already, they are playing. If them niggas ain't got bail money on deck, they are playing. If you think Diddy shit went criminal off of Cassie's lawsuit and Gene Deal, Diddy ain't got nothing on this. Nothing. I'm telling y'all, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I guarantee you, this is going to go criminal. And I'm going to knock on wood for Fat Joe. You know, nobody wants to see nobody go to jail. But nigga, I'm going to need some oak tree in here. This wood ain't going to do it. I'm going to need some real oak in here to knock on. Because, bro, man, how long it took for Diddy to get arrested after Cassie lawsuit dropped? Like a month, right? And I know these niggas is on phones talking and niggas is calling them saying nothing. Nigga, y'all niggas better be like Sam Rothstein and Joe Pesci in the desert having conversations. Y'all niggas is in trouble, bro. Y'all in trouble, bro. Just all them threats and Man. Oh, man. And we at the halfway point. It's so much more, bro. It is so much more. Oh my God, it's so much more. Oh my God, that nigga talking about Tory Lanez caught ketchup on the joint. They got the joint with him and Jadakiss. They got Joe and Jada show up here, and they quoting Joe from, yo, this is recent, bro. And he up here, yo, Tory Lanez caught ketchup. Yo, and the nigga Jada's like, what is this nigga talking about? Nigga, they got you with the cold words. You saying them on your own show, Joe. Oh, no. Oh, they got the pass from with the 17-year-old girl. This nigga got the receipts. Oh. 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 Oh, they bring up the case from Wisconsin in here. They got the receipts for the Wisconsin case. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Oh, wait till tomorrow, y'all. 12 o'clock, y'all. 12 o'clock noon. I will be live tomorrow to finish this up. Oh my God. They got the Wisconsin. Oh, and TA was there for the Wisconsin thing. Yo, bro. Joke, no joke, man. Make sure y'all get the Tunnel documentary. It's out right now. It's the Hip Hop Nucleus. That's what it's called. For y'all that want to watch it tonight, I'm going to drop the link for y'all right now. If you want to watch it right here on YouTube, here's the link for the Tunnel documentary. It's on Tubi. If you want to go on Tubi, watch it in the crib while you get something to eat too. Just go on to Tubi, put the Hip Hop Nucleus or Choke No Joke or the Tunnel documentary, Apple TV, Amazon Prime. It's on there. All right? Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. I'm going to drop the trailer for y'all. And my new album, Learn from Mistakes Too. Lead the Streets is out right now too. Make sure y'all get that. That joint I played earlier, Youngsters on there, Father's Day's on there, Thirst Time, and then Extortion, Conspiracy. Oh, man. Boy, I should leave y'all with Conspiracy. Choke no joke, man. Make sure y'all get that Tunnel doc. Shout out to all my moderators. Thanks for holding it down. Shout out to all my subscribers, membership game. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe now. I would appreciate it. All right. Anybody that sent a donation or super chat and I ain't see it, I'm sorry. I was focused on the reading. Choke no joke, man. Y'all have a good night. Lord have mercy.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King.
The DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Sterling Cox, I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinya.
My name is V.
Omega.
Big G. Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature.
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D-Block.
Tech Smith and Wesson.
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert.
Kid Capri.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
We just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, if you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you didn't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know? So, I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on till after the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit.
The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, looking, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tub. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest thing about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top, maybe, of all-time tunnel banger.
Or anything Bad Boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori Capone, that bang bang.
Annie Up.
Any one of Buster joints.
Wild Out would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, Get At Me, Dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the tunnel.
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil Kim.
Eve.
King of the tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the records, but he used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip-hop.
So losing the tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to miss me.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip-hop.
Yeah. You know what it is. Choke No Joke. Either war. Rest in peace, Fuego. Don't ask me why. We here now. Choke No Joke. Grego. Rest in peace. You know what it is. Say I neglect her. I love my child. You make me go wild with your parenting style. Only for her, I wear this smile. Cause inside, it's really a grin. If I was a drink, I'd be drunk off gin. I'm not a quitter, I fight to the end. You not gonna dictate who life I'm in. Just mad cause I went from boys to men. Like Wanya and Brandy, the road end. I say it in French, we are thin. I do not like you, you're not my friend. You make me cringe, get under my skin like veins, blood, bagging up cane. Don't know too many dudes that go through these things. Deal with your bullshit and still stay sane. Your brains with a blue early in the game. Yeah, deadbeat, I'll make you dead me. You wanna see me locked up like me, so I kick back and let the preacher preach. Wisdom of his word, get me through each day. Emancipation on the way. I'ma celebrate from September to May.
Till the casket close, we go our way. I just pray she love me one day. Happy Father's Day. I love my child. 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 The worst type of chick, bottom of the pile. Tell him it's his and know that it's mine. Mine's is his. Then run for years. What the fuck was you thinking all those years? What if she needed a donor and needed me there? The family even questioned her hair. Cause she came from your womb. Do you think that is fair? I remember the day I called you out of nowhere. You heard my voice, all you heard was air. I bet you were hella scared. You said forget her, you better without her. Her's my daughter, this is an order. Try running again and you'll be crawling. Cause I'm coming through like Mike Duggan falling down. This time not fucking around. I wanna see it now and I don't care how. You do it, I do it, move quickly. All the years that you ditched me, and right now you going to hitch me to your back. Take me where she's at, and don't worry, there won't be no clapping. These are the years of me rapping, producing, directing. For you it'd be hectic. I love my child and I don't regret. Happy Father's Day. I love my child. 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 Take me to court, bitch. That shit don't hurt me. I've been to court for worse. Still survive. See, I know it's not about the money. You filed to hurt me. I'm not a deadbeat. When it's all good, you know it's all sweet. When it's all hood, you gotta bear with me. Your girlfriends say take me to court. How you don't ask and then go to court? You know when you ask, things get brought or paid. Emancipation on the way. We'll hang out any given day. Your relationship will fade away. We will get close, you will fade away. Like the baby mama that ran state to state and had to run for about 8 years. Some say how she lived might satisfy the father but ruin the kid. Trust me, I speak it cause I live. And another song that info give. That's info for who follow the kid. We went half on the baby. Chick, you played me. Kidnapped my babies and made them hate me. Y'all ladies don't know, y'all drive us crazy. Fellas, if you out there in your mission, baby, I love my child. Choke no joke. This go out to all the fathers out there that miss their babies. They took our babies from us over money, child support. Now they don't even know us. This go out to you.
Choke no joke. Make sure y'all get that album, Learn from Mistakes 2, out right now. All right. Amazon Prime, not Amazon Prime, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, all the spots you get your music. All right. Make sure you get that. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. This one is it fits the occasion. Conspiracy. All right. For all y'all think that y'all can get up there and, oh man, I ain't never did no hand to hand. I ain't do the shooting. Or they ain't got me, nigga. It's conspiracy. Listen to the lyrics. You will learn something. If Fat Joe and them was listening to the lyrics, all that sending them DMs and those phone calls, they gonna learn. They gonna learn today. Shout out Jack Brown. He produced this joint.
Y'all better be careful out there. Oh, you think you smarter than the next one, huh? Conspiracy, you never knew it would happen. Conspiracy, you didn't do the trafficking. Conspiracy, got caught up for ratting. You didn't touch nothing. How could this happen? Conspiracy is one of the hardest charges to beat. Like the American gangsters, also defeat. When it comes to the alphabet, boys, FED. You think you safe, cause you never touch the street with the rocks or the heat. Never pitch your crumb, flip like a triathlete. I bet I repeat, never blaze the heat. Cross bead that meat, never meet the maker of the creator that sent you to the creator. Spit pies like equator, no faker. When it come to achieving this paper, can't hate on something not in your presence. Quick lesson to those who get my message and take it for the blessings that they are. Never floss your riches to be a star. That get the bulb lit and get you locked behind bars. Like those before you did it, yeah, he did it. Yeah, he touched the sky. Admitted to the lieutenant that he was the guy. Not knowing that the FBI was pressuring the guy. With good cop, bad cop, lies and talking about how much time he reside. But he agreed to be wired and sold out his OG. And got him hit with conspiracy. They say you don't have no evidence, but it's the truth. Don't think if you don't touch it, it won't touch you. Conspiracy, never knew it would happen. Conspiracy, you didn't do the trafficking. Conspiracy, you got caught up for ratting. You didn't touch nothing. How could this happen? Conspiracy, you never knew it would happen. Conspiracy, you didn't do the clapping. Conspiracy, you got caught up for ratting. You didn't touch nothing. How could this happen? Son woke up thinking it was a dream. Fuck! I don't know how those charges stuck. I don't know this duck. 3 days for what? Transporting in the cell, in the feds, in Kentucky. I did everything right. Studied the game like Mike. Got championships, fulfilling pipes with white. Variously getting them high like Mike. Jumping from the foul line. Did it better than those in my time. Who chose to shine? That wasn't a characteristic of mine. Did it like Cal Klein, A. Rich and Poe. Kev Chow's only difference is nobody know that I was the cash flow behind the hustler's glow. Didn't care who knew, as long as I know that I shine. Illuminate the whole show. But bummy like AZ with the baddest hoes. You furred out like Frank, they on you like doodle on steak. I'm steady hitting the ball out the park like Hank. I'm stacking bank like Morgan Chase. Never think that a combo be a conspiracy case. Conspiracy, never knew it would happen. Conspiracy, didn't do the trafficking. Conspiracy, you got caught up for ratting. You didn't touch nothing. How could this happen? Conspiracy, never knew it would happen. Conspiracy, you didn't do the clapping. Conspiracy, you got caught up for ratting. You didn't touch nothing. How could this happen? Son was great when it came to the paper chase. That one bank couldn't even hold his base. Always kept it original, never fake. Like bathing apes, a king like Pun sealed his fate when he chatted with a dude about his case. Not later knowing it be a conspiracy case. Ain't see nothing happen, but knew his face. The longest points in the Fed, he got him slayed. So if you in the cell and you think a dude is true, talking about your case is something you don't do. Especially if we talking about federal. The only person that you trust is you. Okay, conspiracy. Style or substance?
Joe, chicken, Joe, no Joe, choke, no joke, niggas choke, no joke.